Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Thursday. So glad you're with us tonight. We have a special show. It is an incredible lineup. We've got so many really important pieces. I will tell you right away, there are some moonstones that we've got that are really special. We've got, of course, two more of those faceted stones we have all been loving. I'll tell you, we haven't been able to keep one in stock yet. So we're going to bring you some really good size moonstones. One of them, and this is a stone that you worry less about carat weight and more about the look, because it's going to give you a lot bigger look than it generally weighs. We've got a stone here, and I know they just get prettier and prettier as well. Don't you agree? There's a stone here that looks like it's got to be close to 10 carats. It is also our first with a lot of diamonds. So we're going to see that. It's a 375. It's a cushion cut, elongated. I will have a little bit more affordable version as well. That's also in a cut we have not seen to my recollection. So we'll see an Asher cut moonstone. And of course, these are those faceted varieties we love so much. Now, there's also going to be a lot of discounts today. And, you know, if you're with me last night, first of all, a big shout out. The anniversary wishes keep on coming in. So we had a big celebration last night. My 9-year anniversary here at TVON was celebrated last night. We celebrated you with some big values. There was one piece that, with the amount of requests we had in the last hour, there's one piece I didn't have really enough time to really officially give it the presentation it deserves. So today is the day we see that stone. I did flash it, so therefore there were a lot of you interested and excited. Well, today is the day we're going to see our 8 karat 28. Now, this is what it looks like from afar, but get ready to see really what is considered our best in the round. It's an 8 karat plus. It's a round. It's got pink diamonds. This was specially not only saved, but also made for the special occasion last night. And we will share that with you tonight. So we get you big pink diamonds there. Instead of accents, we're going to give you what are really worthy of center stones and rings, but we'll put 2 around the Tanzanite and then, of course, give you white diamonds as well. So really just, again, an extra level of rarity to your Tanzanite. Now, there's also going to be speen. I had a request just come in right before the show started for Lydia. So Lydia, you wanted to see a couple of bigger sphenes. Then there will be a smaller version coming up that is new, which is going to be just over a carat. So we'll try to get you really nice big savings on that one. Fire opal is here. We've even got the cutest studs, and I say cute, they're really glamorous and elegant and all the things we love our everyday fine jewelry to be. So we will have that on the way, and they're important earrings. They're actually a hoop that are mirror finished, but they still go along with that really special collection we've done that feel very designer, and the big burnished diamonds that we did in the bangle and the hoop and the rings. This is our smaller version. So really affordable, great for gifting ideas. If you think you might want to be given fine jewelry for the gifting this holiday season, we do actually have a wonderful way to shop something quite giftable here tonight. So that's just a little sampling, just some, you know, heads up. We got some wheels of some affordable blowouts up, 2 new Tanzanite pendants as well. They're fancy cuts, and the list goes on. So we're going to start with the one of a kind. Then Lydia, whenever you're ready, please let me know. I just like to make sure I know that not a lot of people necessarily are right here super punctual at the top of a show on a busy Thursday night. Sometimes you say, okay, let's see. And by the time you flip through and see what else is going on and find there's nothing as good as what we got going on, you are arriving maybe a couple minutes in. So Lydia, when you're ready, please let me know, because I never like to show pieces until I know you're ready when you specifically ask for them. And get requests in. If you have one as well, you can be like Lydia as well and tell us what you'd like to see, and I will be more than happy to show it to you and, of course, give you that great value. So let's take a look at our turquoise. We're going to start with really, I think, our boldest turquoise that is here. We're going to be without a light for the night, so we'll just iris up. That'll be easier than me going back and forth. Here we go with 1127989. We've tried, but you know, it is what it is. So we have our 330 in our turquoise here. Welcome in, big Thursday. Glad we have you, because you are about to see a really cool collection of exciting things. This one starts it off with really the best color in the blues that we have seen in a turquoise. Of course, we only feature the Sleeping Beauty Mine material, which is getting tougher and tougher to get. And where have I heard that before? Oh, everything is getting tougher and tougher to get, isn't it? So we're excited and thrilled and proud to have this one here for you. It's got that really strong, amazing saturated color. It's a round, no less. It's a 3 karat 30. You get 10 points in diamonds that kind of twist their way around. This ample band, you know, it's not going to be an expensive ring, considering it should be closer to $6,000 or $7,000. We're actually going to make it a really important value. Take a look at this. It is so fabulous. Look at that. And you can still, if you want to, you could still add or stack with it. Like, let's say it's a ring guard. You want to add to it. Let's say it's our wonder ring, world famous wonder ring, as a matter of fact. You can add to it as well, because this has that great presence and size where still, if you want to really create a different look on a different day, you have the opportunity to do that. Some designs just really lend themselves better than others to that. And here we go with one of those. So here's what it looks like. Stays in the white gold, and an incredible value, a new discount, a one of a kind. I don't have any other turquoise. This is a really tough one to get, especially in the round, especially in that size. But notice it's not really turquoise as much as it is blue. Turquoise can have, as you know, a lot of green to it. Generally, that is not what we see out of Sleeping Beauty. Generally, out of Sleeping Beauty, it is that more true blue. We look for robin's egg. Still, with that said, a lot of stones, what really gets you ideal quality is when they get into those really vibrant blues. That's exactly what you're seeing right here in this stone, is that vibrant touch of blue. Not really a sky blue. It's still got that really sharp contrast, especially in the white gold, which is where it stays, diamonds that are VS around it, and a really important value. We're going to give this away. So again, come on in early. You know, we have one of a kinds for the most part. I always let you know when that's the case so that you know when you see it and you love it, you dial in early. That's the way to do it. So let's take a look at what should be, again, 6,000, maybe 7. We're going to do better than that. Very first caller gets it for $999 in the beginning here, and we're ready. So again, Lydia, if you're out there, we've got your bigger sphenes. We've got a smaller one later that's new for everybody who needs affordable. And then we have those new moonstones coming up in on the way. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And get requests in. Maybe there was something you're still thinking about from maybe last night, or now I know a lot of our pieces sold out. I get that. Oh boy, I would still be here on the air today, consecutively talking through last night if we didn't have limited quantities. It's true, we had such amazing values, and we're gonna keep that going. Keep the party going, because sometimes the party just don't stop, you know, and that's what we're all about. There is a really dynamic new stone in a, I could probably have a guess. I don't know how many people are going to guess this one. This is a really important one. Let me know who's got that. We go keep moving. But there is this really fantastic, look at that. That is wild. New one today, one of our best in rounds. Now I want to get you this one because, like I said, there's a party happening in the moonstone, and this really is one of the most dynamic stones yet. Thanks to, and it feels like it's, I call these the sun and the moon. Well, that's just what I called it just now, because it feels like with this particular one, there's that kind of feels like you've got the sun coming into that favorite room, and you get a little bit of warmth from what are generally cooler colors coming from this stone. And yet this one, it's got that little bit of golden glow. They don't all have that sheen that come off of them. It's still with the blues, the greens, the lavenders, all those different aqua tones we love, some yellows and goldens as well, some pinks, some purples, all of the colors are there in a more pastel but pearly form. And it's a faceting. That's really the big deal here, is that 9623 is really a facet pattern we don't usually see with moonstone. Usually it's a cabochon, and then you get 1 or 2 colors. Here's where you're getting every color of the rainbow, and a 2.5 carat stone. This is going to be our smaller of the bunch today. There are 2. There's an elongated cushion, which will be for, you know, it's funny, I was talking about, we were talking a lot about bold, because a big part of the show last night was about my own design here, which is very bold. Even in the medium size, it's quite bold. So we spend a lot of time, and you know, I realize we cater to people all across the country and beyond. So we don't have just one style of jewelry. What fun would that be? That would really pigeonhole our audience. So instead, we really specialize in bringing something for everybody. I was thinking about that a lot just this afternoon and just this evening. And really, again, about giving you those opportunities to get something special. So if you are somebody who likes that really big and bold, that is that 375 that we'll have later on that I showed you at the top of the show. If you know you are more of a, I like the medium size, I like the more wearable every day. I don't need something that goes, you know, knuckle to knuckle on the hand. This is where you go on the Faceted moonstone. So again, just really a function of what do you like? Where is your comfort zone when it comes to rings? 2.5 carats is the size. You've got 35 points in diamonds as well, and they go around. It's a classic halo. This is really stunning, and yet it's got that little bit of sheen. You're going to see some of those colors though, and again, that's where you see the purples, the blues, the lavenders, the greens, and then all this amazing color. It's our Asher cut, so it may not have as much of that kind of that effect where we see that almost star-like brilliance, but you see plenty of color coming through, and just that subtlety of having that beautiful sheen there. It is going to be our $39.99 piece, brand new right now, but we're going to take it down lower. It's in solid gold. We can change it if you, I honestly don't think you need to. I think there's something about the white gold with the white diamonds that really sets it off, because you do have a more cooler tone base to this moonstone. So I say leave in the white gold, but again, you have your choice. Yellow gold or rose gold are fine. We do that extra change free of charge for you, but it is not going to be $39.29 or even $19.99. This is actually going to be one of the more affordable of these really private collection moonstones we have. And then again, I'll give you a little sneak peek of what's coming up later, but it is a monster piece. It's going to be, of course, it's got more diamonds. It's got a longer stone. It's a 375. So that's coming up. But again, this is a 2.5 and that one's 375. So again, I think that one looks a lot bigger. We'll talk about it later, but this one's where you go if you want affordable. It is where you go if you want more simple, stately diamonds. You don't need too many going around and around and around. You just want that halo, and yet under $1,500. It is the most affordable way to get this new collection of moonstone that we have just loved, that we can't keep in stock that you all are really fighting over all the time. Yet here comes an even better value than even $14.99. First caller, you get it for $1,399 only. We have one. Trust me, you will wear it all the time. It is such a beautiful play on all the different colors, goes with everything in the wardrobe, seasonless. I don't think jewelry has a season. I think jewelry, it's an all-weather kind of accessory for our collection. We love jewelry, and those that love jewelry know that you don't put it aside, you don't take it off at certain times of the year, you don't retire it for points in life. You just really enjoy it. I think for a lot of us, we begin to appreciate it more and more as time goes on. So, and this is where, again, we love to bring those really important pieces, because here's that private collection, a better moonstone than what you've seen in the past anywhere else, and we're thrilled to bring it to you. So that's $13.99. We'll move along. We've got also morganite is here, sphene is here. I'm going to show you the most sophisticated, beautiful style of morganite. This is coming up. It's also the Asher cut, and that time, wow, that's a pretty piece. I mean, this is where jewelry goes in the high-end world. Big 3-stone style there, princess cuts on the side. Love that. So we'll see that a little bit later. If you like Asher cuts, that's why I wanted to just give that a little look, a little sneak peek. And then here we go with something amazing in citrine. I've got the most gorgeous elongated pendant. This is our Madeira citrine that we love. Everyone was fighting over a citrine ring last night. Thought we'd bring out a pendant to celebrate. 9280 is the item number here, and that's our 580. So really important here. We've got the 580 cushion cut. It is elongated. Then what you're seeing is that splash of the checkerboard faceting that goes all the way across the top. So that is stunning, isn't it? Then you also have that bezel set diamond and a few more going up around what feels like a floral or a leaf-like pattern. That is your bail. So you can actually use any of the sections as a bail, which again, change up the look a little bit. You can put your chain through the very top pinpoint there or through the middle section as well. And that's really up to you. If your chain was small enough, it could go past that, behind that bezel set diamond as well. But probably most chains going to be better suited for the top part of the bail there. And your checkerboard fastening, this golden Madeira that we love. Welcome into Thursday. So glad to have y'all with us. Here's where we go to get this very special 13 points in diamonds, but it's so much about the look, the style, the length that it's giving you, the drama that this has. Drama in a good way. Drama can be good, drama can be bad. This is the good drama. Take a look at it on the hand here, and then we'll show you the length, and it should be 1.25 inches. Let's check it out. There it is. There's 1.25 inches top to bottom, and then of course that Madeira, that honey color with the oranges and the yellows, the golden tones as well, that really suits, it's a perfect look, isn't it? And whether you want to wear it higher or lower, that is entirely up to what you're feeling that day and based on the chain that you're going to use. So we'll go back up close, get you another fantastic look at it, and go ahead and send it out for less than $1,000 and not even $9.99. Don't forget about that fancy cut moonstone, and the way we started the show with a big turquoise out of the Sleeping Beauty mine that is so incredible. But this one's gonna be a lot better than $9.99. We'll take it even lower. Come on in. There's only one. Yes, even with a citrine, I know we still can't get a little bit of quantity even on these citrines because of the dynamic way this is set. It's not just a citrine. It is the citrine. And now my bail doesn't. There we go. Set it up so you can see those beautiful diamonds. It's tough to do when you got gold like that because it's got to accommodate. We don't see the gold behind the stone, but when it is a larger stone like a 5-carat 80, you obviously have to have more gold behind that. So to get that large presence of gold behind that stone all the way through a longer length pendant like 1.25 inches, that actually accounts for something these days. It's amazing. Sometimes your gold weight will account for more money and more intrinsic value than even the diamonds or the stone. And that's not a world that I think a lot of us are used to being in, but that is where we're at today. But that is where we come to save you. Because if you're thinking, yep, it's just out of reach for me, not if you're shopping with us. That is where, I mean, people are changing their prices by the day, and rightfully so. Most healthy businesses don't want to go backwards or lose money. But again, this is where older pieces made a long time ago, really, really good for you because it's going to be a major difference in the price tag because where are you buying something like that? Even with the citrine alone for $9.99, it gets better. Blowout time is here. We're so thrilled to have all these discounted pieces and keep the big sale going and the celebration going because every day is a celebration. Life is a celebration, and we deserve special, important pieces to wear and to love in our jewelry wardrobe that are not just those fly-by-night, I'm into it for a week and then I'm over it. That's not really what we're after. We're looking at pieces that you love and have forever that continue to increase in value. And better than $888 or $777, we'll blow it out for $699. Get that one at home very quickly, I certainly hope, and then we'll move right along. Sphenes are here. Lydia, if you're out there, we're waiting to show you the big sphenes. You were asking asking for. Then we've got the yellow diamond bypass. We'll see, really sweet ring. Gold quartz is here. We haven't seen much of those. They're pretty much sold out. We've got one that I found in a pendant that we'll share with you coming up. Next, we've got this gold quartz. Look at that, with a lot of great characteristics to it. So we'll see that if you want to jump in and be a part of it quickly so you don't miss out. Very large Kunzite. Also, not to be outdone by our Asher Cut color change diaspore that is over 16 carats in size. This is my Kunzite. Look at that color saturation. So big pear shaped, a lot of diamonds to go with that one as well. So glad to have your company. Thank you for hanging out with me. It's nice to not feel alone. It's good to have you all here. And again, let me know what requests you have for us today, because we're already, gosh, we're getting deeper and deeper into November here, a week in almost. It is time to start that. Maybe just again around here. I'm probably not showing you as many gift ideas, but I do have a great one tonight for everybody who's got at least their ears pierced. And then we've got special pieces that I think you might want to shop if you're looking for how you are going to dress yourself for this holiday season. So that's really important as well. Okay, so let's take a look at the Citrine $6.99. Somebody's got to get that. And then we'll move right along, show you our gold quartz coming up as promised. And then at the bottom of this hour, we're going to see those hoops because it is super, super affordable and done in such a design that's going to look very familiar if you are aware of the designer status world. Here we go with that next. Gold quartz in a pendant, 112-6615. Your item number, it's going to be our 323 in the oval. Lots of characteristics and pattern. That's a lot of gold going through it. It is 24 karat gold running through a natural gemstone called quartz. Quartz, of course, is, so let's try 6615. Yeah, 6615. 6615. Going to be our 323 with 27 points in diamonds around it, and it will be less than $2,000 for the first time ever. Just a quick little deal. Of course, these stones have gone up, not just because it's a gemstone with a precious metal inside. That also goes all the way through, and you can see that there. Seeing the back side of that stone, you realize, yes, it does. It goes all the way through. That's 24 karat pure gold. So unlike the gold that we use to make jewelry out of that is alloyed to make it stronger and tougher to support your gems and your diamonds, this is where the 24 karat is our purity that is as high as it gets. That's how it's formed in nature, and that's what we love so much about it. Now, you're also getting a big old value, because what good am I if I can't give you value on fine jewelry? Let's blow it out. From that so long to $49.99 where it used to be so long ago, it's gone up. It's gone up in value as gold does. Well, here's what I'll do instead of $49, $39, $29, or even $19.99. It's one of our bigger stones. We don't have any new gold quartz coming through. It's basically, here they are. We're just giving you those values of what's in the vault. I've been going into the deep corners of the vault way back just to try and bring out some older pieces that maybe are pieces that are staying there because they were a little bit more money, or they were made a little bit more specialty where they've got more gold, or they've got more diamonds, or they're a little more exotic of a gem. And we're bringing them all out and discounting them for you. And this is $999. Can you believe it? So that's going to be a big old value right there for one color only on the pendant. And it's another one that's going to stay in the white gold as it is, because that is one of those that it's kind of a nice little mix and match with the gorgeous contrast of the gold, but you see the quartz itself has very much of a neutral color, so it's really going to be tonal with the diamonds and the gold that you have. So that's really impressive. White gold, white diamonds matches the quartz, and then you see the pattern from within that is all part of that natural material we love. Okay, so that's going to be $9.99. We'll move right along. Don't forget we have those hoop earrings coming up in about 10 minutes. They're going to be the only really truly affordable piece of the show that's going to be great for gifting as well. Now take a look. We have yellow and white diamonds in a bypass. This is one of a kind, and some of the strongest in the yellow diamonds, I believe. Let me see if this has got that designer hallmark on the inside, because I believe it does, and there it is. So yes, if you're familiar, RI, not our own. This is a designer piece, of course, so we're excited to bring it to you at a new discount. So you've got that coming your way. 1128274 is your item number, and we have had some glorious pendants already. Well, it's continuing on with the bypass ring in the yellow and the white diamonds, because we love a good value on yellow and white diamonds together. So we have the 40 points in the yellow. That's just your two pair shapes in the larger stones, 20 and 20. The halos, and then what ends up going down the sides of the band, that's going to be your 31 points in the yellow diamonds as well. So altogether 71 points in yellows alone, then the 9 points in the white diamonds, just to kind of sit side by side and keep those yellow diamonds company, but also work with your two tones of gold, because that's what you're getting here. 14 karat we saw, but the yellow gold and the white gold together are really beautiful. They work in harmony. It also works to, I think, really work well with all your jewelry, because maybe you don't commit to one metal color for your entire collection, and you like to have those pieces that are the anchors, the ones that really bring bring it all together. That's what this style is going to do for you. And again, yellow and white together, beautiful way to offset those diamonds. How about those yellow diamonds though, being as bright as they are? To see the brightness of those yellows and then watch how they're even stronger than the yellow gold they're set in. So you've got a real good one here. And we have one, and it's a really great pinky to index finger ring, even maybe thumb ring. As I try it on, you'll see the size. 80 points overall. Really cool look here. That's what it looks like on the hand. So really not the bypass that goes like, there's a lot of bypasses that are going to stretch really far and make it more difficult for the average consumer and the average jewelry lover to wear. This is really going to be that specialty design. Still going to work even really, I would say, pinky all the way to index, and may even want to see that. Why not? Let's show it to you as a thumb ring and see if that is something that is something you want to add to the collection, because I get a lot of you asking for more that would be worthy, and not everything works in design styles as a thumb ring. This does. And we're going to take it a lot lower than $81.99 is where it all started. Well, that's what big designers do get. And every now and then when we bring these designer pieces to you that are hallmarked as such, you see some higher prices and going, gosh, I'm glad I got TVON. Well, we've got a piece, it's purchased a long time ago, and regardless of what we paid for it from a big designer, we are going to put it in our level and put it to basically our standard of value, which you know operates very differently than how everyone else in the world does, including designers. So this is where you're going to take advantage of a huge moment and not have to pay for really even the gold. And the big part and the big aspect is the diamonds, especially those 220 pointers that would have been suitable for an individual center stone in a ring on its own. This is really like two rings in one, because again, you know as well as I do, typically one ring, one center stone. This is really being the bypass, gives you a little bit of that open work, but it's still going to have those two center stones. That's what makes it a big deal. And I know we get caught up in yellow diamonds. We see a lot of good ones here, but this is totally different to see one that acts in this way, that gives you those big 20 pointers times two, and you don't have to spend $4,100, which is already half. You're getting a better value than even if I take another half off that and make it $2,050. That is 75% off what it should be, and that's not designer, that's here. What we paid, regardless, I'm bringing it down below cost for you so that there's no way that you could even get a better value even if you made it on your own. So instead of $2,000 or $19 or $18 or $17, it's going all the way down, one only here as well. Come on in on the early side. Want to make sure you get it. And fabulous, fabulous look here that goes with absolutely everything. And we'll blow it out right now. Only, you know what I was going to do? I was going to do 16. Let's even take it lower. Let's see who's out there. It's a big Thursday. I know we shopped up a storm last night, but shoppers know. Just because you shop one day doesn't mean you're not shopping up the discounts the next day, because you got to shop when the values are here. When the opportunities are hot, you have to strike. Otherwise, you know it's going to be that thing in the past that haunts you forever because you go, I missed it. I missed the one of a kind. I know I should have called early. I know she's always telling me to call before I even see the price drop. And I know I rely on that girl for the big, big values. Here's what we're doing. Not 16, not 15, not 14. This is a huge opportunity. And yellow and white together that are natural, by the way. So before you start looking at everybody else's yellow diamonds that are lab grown, because they're starting to appear, have you noticed? We're starting to all of a sudden see a lot of yellows that are still lab grown. So you're thinking, oh, the yellows are fancy, so they're not going to be susceptible to all that lab grown faux material that's out there. Oh, that's what's now the next course, because listen, they've been waiting for the whole popularity of lab grown to take effect, and then you see what they're getting. They're getting more for the lab grown yellows than what we're getting from the natural, from the earth. So please don't be fooled. Ask those questions of where you're shopping. Hopefully you just know that you rely on us for the great values when it comes to fine jewelry. You certainly got it here, and we're going to do better than 14. Let's make it $1,399, and that's going to be it. $1,399 for one caller to get the natural from the earth and that top quality, that beautiful bright yellow saturation. So not a light yellow, not a barely there, not brown, no oranges to that, just that really bright, stark, amazing, almost neon. And that's what we really want, those beautiful, bright, lovely tones to come through. And you got it. So $13.99 on that one, and there it is. We'll bring out a new pendant. We got two fancy cut Tanzanites for you. You know, when you get down to it, and we've got the final call on the museum reserves, and this is the one that's coming up later. So I know a lot of you were a little disappointed. I know we had to get requests in yesterday because that's what was happening. Pretty much for 1 hour straight was requests. But look at this. This is the one that I didn't have time. I didn't want to rush the presentation because it's such an important stone, not just to the industry, but to me personally. And so we're going to have this 828, and that's going to be the big round that I did give a flash. It's got those big pink diamonds. We'll see that a little bit later. But we also have the new fancy cut Tanzanites. What's fancier than a round, you ask? There is such a thing as a stone, fancier cut than a round. And let me see if I get the baby tweezers out and show you the whole thing all at once, because you got a really nice bale made up of a very important diamond on its own. That's a trillion cut yellow diamond with the fancy kite cut Tanzanite. So item number here is going to be 112-9592, and welcome in. It's our Thursday night. Glad you're here. 2.5 hours left to go of shopping and partying and fabulous values, and let me know what you're thinking about tonight. We'll help you. Let's go bring anything out from the vault for you too. Might as well shop while we can, right? Let's do it. Let's make that happen and watch this 337 go. Fancy cut, kite cut, meeting up point to point with a trillion. It is our 19-point trillion. It is a VS stone. That stone is perfect. I always marvel at people who don't like trillions and don't like rounds, because I'll tell you, it just means you don't like sparkle, because they do it better than everything else. It's as simple and plain as day. You can see it right here. The trillion just sparkles, and that's the thing. If you're into diamonds, you probably like a diamond because it sparkles. That's really the only reason to like a diamond. And this time you have two different things to love, because it's also the rare color of the yellow. We just touched on that with the bypass ring, which you can still grab if you want to, but you have this really important yellow diamond trillion. That is your bale. Why have a regular bale in gold? Yes, gold's sure valuable, but why not dress it up with a big important individual yellow diamond on its own, which is what we've done here, and then having something different but still both fancy cuts, your trillion, your kite cut together. They kiss in the middle, just again to really bring them together. They're forming that beautiful union, and this is going to be our one and one alone. It's not going to be $59.99. That is my price. We've got, there's no photo on the bag, but you'll have to just, trust in that, this is what I'm showing you. The bag is there with that $337, $59.99 price tag. Watch this from a distance. This is an everyday wearable style, if you ask me. Again, we're not all the same, but this is where, and thank goodness, right? Because it would not make the world any fun. But here's what we love about this style. Point to point, it creates that almost like an hourglass kind of look. Top to bottom, we'll take a look at the length here as well. And there it is at just under an inch, 7/8 of an inch. I'll take it on over to the neckline for you, show you there what it's looking like, and you will get the opportunity of a lifetime to save a bundle on our big trillion and fancy cut stone. I love that just droplet style it brings you, whether you're wearing it higher or lower on the neckline, totally up to you to decide. But let's make sure we get it at home. You ready? Let's go ahead. We got the big tansy. It's going to match back to all your other blue wing block Ds, whether you have blue wing block D or the museum reserves. Any of the above are going to work here, because that's really what makes this so outstanding. What makes that color? Yes, it's more blue than it is purple. And a lot of you say, no, that's not Tanzanite, honey. It has to be purple. It has to be lavender. I'm seeing a big old smudge on that. So let me see if I can polish that up. I've already sent like 10 pieces back to the jewelers today, but I think this one I can handle on my own. This one doesn't involve steam, or it doesn't involve any any kind of metals, but take a look at that. It's a really good piece for you to enjoy. Now let's go ahead and send it on out. So like I was saying, if you have anything in it, look how much shinier it looks now, much better. So again, this is not a stone that deals with inclusion. So if you're going to sit back and get excited about the clarity on a Tanzanite, well, that's kind of something that's a given. It's like, no, we know it's got great clarity. So we don't get excited about that. You're looking primarily, and you're basing your value and your quality primarily on color. And you want to see that color be more blue than it is violet. The violets are pretty. The lavenders are pretty, the purples are pretty, but when you really get high end, it's a blue color instead, and that's what we're bringing you here. And don't let anyone tell you different, because listen, I get it. If anyone's only been exposed to a light lavender, then that's what they think of and know as Tanzanite. You and I know, we've taught over the years, that there are Tanzanites that are actually golden. There are Tanzanites that are actually pink and blue-green and a golden yellow, and those are all zoisites from the same mine. They usually require no heating if they give you those kind of colors. This is where you get the ultimate, because it's not a function of just how much you heat it. Not all stones are capable of getting this deep blue saturation. It's just our blue wing block Ds, and that's why we love them and praise them so. And here's what you're getting. Instead of a $59.99 deal, we've got a brand new piece right now, and it is going to be less than even $3,000. We've taken half off. I love a 50% off sale, but ain't nobody going to be giving 50% off in fine jewelry going forward. 50% markups, yes. 50% discounts, no. Let's make it better than $29. Let's make it even better than $19.99. Gotta move it. There's only one. It is outstanding. Fancy cuts should be more. Notice we don't put a premium at all on the fancy cut stones. They are unique and specialty to us. So not only are you getting exclusive of the quality and the source, meaning that individual vein of the D block, which has no longer existed, hasn't in 16 years, but you're getting the specialty cut, of which we've only had a couple of, and I'm blowing it out for $1,888. It's time for that one to go. And if you want to hang out, I hope you will, so we can hang out together tonight and show you the 828 with the big pink diamonds. I do have a Tanzanite later that's a trillion cut Tanzanite. The trillion cut, interestingly enough, is going to have a baguette diamond. So we will have a smaller one, but look at the difference. There's the smaller one, and you can see what the trillion does. Powerful trillion. So if you want to go white diamond, because I know everyone's got their preference, fine. We will show that to you as one of our big top of the hours. And that's actually going to be coming up in about 30 minutes as our top of the hour at 6 o'clock Pacific. And for those of you, because I get that question, I'm always surprised. Some people don't know the conversions on the time, so that would be 9 o'clock Eastern. Okay, so I had that question yesterday, but how do I know when to shop if you guys are on the West Coast and I'm on the other side of the country? Well, it's a 3-hour difference. So we'll talk about that at 9 o'clock. So for East Coasters, 9 o'clock, for West Coasters, 6 o'clock, and for anybody in the Central Time Zone, that'd be 8 o'clock. We've got basically 30 minutes to go till that trillion cut pendant's going to come out to play. And then we do have one more fancy cut that's a 9 carat 28. So that's going to be a little larger. So we do have, and look at this one. We're loving the big diamonds that we're using as bales. That is a lighter yellow with a fancy cut as well. That's more of your Superman shield or Superwoman. You know, that's either way. I mean, I don't care. That's a really good look. It's a powerful stone. So that's 928 coming up. And then, of course, the round will be here. The round is very special. The round is in the ring, the 828, the one we added some very important pink diamonds with as well. So all of that happening shortly. All right, let's get to our Kunzite. This is a major stone. And it's going to be 11280, 182. Let me know who's got this one for 1888. We got 2 people talking about, actually 3 now. So we have 3 people talking about this one pendant. We'll see who's got it. Then the trillion with the white diamond coming up 29 minutes from now. Don't go anywhere. That is very, very special. So there's going to be, and again, it's going to be a little more affordable because you saw it's a smaller stone. It's a carat and a half. So it's going to be a little different in size. So we'll have more affordability for you, even with that really nice size baguette. Now, I told you bottom of the hour we were going to see our giftable collection. I have 4 pieces in white gold, 4 pieces in yellow gold. That's everything that can ship out immediately. It's a reversible style hoop earring that looks and is made to go with the fabulous, well, it started with a bangle, 77-point burnished diamond bangle. Then we had the ring to match. Then we had, well, we even brought you a ring with 1 stone instead of 3. So to get everybody hooked up with what they love. And this is, well, we've got white and yellow here made up and ready to go. Now, I wish that there were 80 earrings to go around, or 80 pairs would be preferable. We have only 8. 8 pairs. It breaks down evenly, 4 in white, 4 in yellow. That's why they had to be up here early tonight. This is also a style, for those of you that ask me every single day, and you do, what about if I'm creating the ear stack that you've got going on, and I like a hoop, because we all thought traditionally back in the early 80s and 90s when second piercings were becoming a thing, it was always about just a single stud. But now we're seeing really inventive styles. Everyone's getting a little more creative, and aren't we just always in life getting a little more creative and not afraid to stand out, not afraid to try new things. So this is where if you like a hoop that's going to double as not just a primary piercing, but also one that you can double up, triple up, quadruple up, and stack up the ear if you have more than 1 piercing. Obviously, I'm speaking to those of you out there. Or it is really designed to be for the primary piercing, but the whole point is this would work. If you go to more like a 3/4 inch, those get a little bit cumbersome if you're going up the ear. This is where you have a style, works for everybody, great gifting idea, could be younger, could be older, doesn't matter, really doesn't matter what age group. This is fine jewelry at its best. So instead of buying the fashion jewelry, the costume jewelry over and over and over and over again, well, do you ever think about how that adds up? It might scratch the itch, and it might be nice to spend like 80 bucks every time around, but before you know it, you've spent more money than you would if you just went with high quality right off the bat. Here it is. This is that stunning design. All the diamonds, for those of you concerned with, is my hair going to catch on them? Are they going to be sharp? So when the grandkid grabs at my ear, are they going to be, oh my goodness, suddenly grandma's reaching for the Band-Aid? No, it is a perfectly burnished triple diamond stack throughout the front of the hoop, and then you can still reverse them and put them on backwards and then have mirror finished gold. So you can have 2 in 1, so that doubles your fun. And it gives you so much versatility. And remember, you're spending what I think is a very giftable price point, especially when it comes to fine jewelry. I think this is a giftable price point for a fruit basket. Quite frankly, right now it is. So this is where you go and get something that, yes, can be done in multiples. If you want to get more than 1, you can. Here's what we have again, 112-9045. What that's going to turn out to be is our really special 6-point diamond. So they're all full cut round brilliants. They're all going to be set down in, they're all the same size, they're all even, but then you've got your white gold, yellow gold, purely mirror finished. So such a great look, 1/2-inch style. They have this click enclosure, which is exactly what you do with a smaller hoop, because then you don't have a big old backing. You know, when it's a smaller hoop, the backings are sometimes bigger. And then if you are stacking, I can tell you right now, I can't do that. I got too many piercings and they're too close together to have those big old funky backings. So instead, a click-in style are the ones that are comfortable to wear, even if you might just maybe put your head down in the middle of the day and take a nap. Or if you're like me and some days you're just leaving the earrings in overnight, you got them to be comfortable so you can get maybe, I don't know, 25 minutes of sleep. So you want to be comfortable doing so. Yes, this is the way to do it, because when it's a closure that's all the way around, that's looping around your ear like that, you don't have to worry about the comfort factor or the discomfort factor, because you have something that if you were to put your head down, oh, that felt really restful. Or if you want to do like the phone talking or whatever it is, and you're not doing speakerphone because you're on the phone all day long, part of your job, here's where you have comfort. All easy. Sits like it's nothing in the ear. So comfortable, so wearable, half-inch style, which tends to be our most favorite. When you talk about a stackable, this one's going to be giftable as well. And it's going to be, again, I have 4 in white, 4 in yellow, and that's it. Otherwise, it's going to be, wait a minute, because, yeah, it's going to be waiting more like a month because we have to make them for you. So I would say, I'll let you know, I'll alert you when the current quantity is sold out, but 4 white, 4 yellow. If you want the rose gold, you will have to wait for them to be made. I'm going to try them on, as I always do. People, I'm try them on. Of course I will. I'm never going to leave you in the dark, because I will never return anything if it's the last thing I do. I will not return anything. I have better things to do with my time than return stuff. So I never want to encourage you to do that. You just need to know it's there for you if you need it. But take a look. Yes? Pink zircon, you got it, Tammy will show it. There's our half-inch style. It's a half-inch diameter in the round earring. Again, smooth and sleek, and I will show you one on. It just a really good hinge closure. It's hinged at the bottom, opens up, so you have that really easy access, and then clicks close. There's a little groove inside. You're probably noticing it right now, looking at the inside of that yellow or the white there, and how it's just going to be, that post is going to just click right in. So all you're doing is pushing it together, and then when you do, it's just going to clasp closed. So it's very, very simple. We have a great look here with the diamonds. I know how many of you own the bangle, and I know how many of you have the ring as well. Well, here's where you get the earring to go along with. Let's take a look at it here very quickly, show you how, again, it's something simple, and this is why it does work, primary or stacked up the ear. It's going to work either way you want to here, but that's really fabulous, isn't it? So just wearable style, again, comfortable, because no extra backings to it, really just simple and easy, and we're going to blow them out. They're not even $500 a pair. Remember, we got 4 in white and 4 in yellow. That's it. When they're gone, and we don't make them again unless they're made at a new price tag, which is going to take that price probably way up over $1,000. I would not be surprised if that is the case. So I would say, if you're into saving money, and who isn't, let's do it now. Let's get them really, really low. Take a look at them up close. That's just a look at them from a distance away, and we'll send them on out for better than $4.99. Like I said, giftable. You're giving VS diamonds. You're giving fine gold jewelry. I know there's a lot of copycats and a lot of styles out there that are just done in anything but fine jewelry, and that's all just a prerequisite. At this point, how do you make anything, like, again, even if someone was to make something in just a gold plating, that's going to be challenging at this point, you know, to really truly make it affordable. And that's where, again, jewelers are faced with some complexities going forward, especially as the holiday season approaches. We're all worried about sticker shock going to those retail stores, because the jewelry you might remember from 2 years ago or last year, or heaven forbid if it's been like a decade since you've been at a fine jewelry store. Oh my goodness, get ready for some serious sticker shock. But this is going to be $399 for the earring. So $399 for the pair, white or yellow. We'll count them down, and then we'll let you know when they're sold out as far as current quantity goes. But all I can say is, if you love them, you get them, because you will live in the earrings. I know a lot of people want something simple. We're still doing like quiet luxury. We're still doing a lot of that kind of simply stated. We still want, it means fine. We still want gold. We still want VS diamonds so that they sparkle, but we're not looking for, you know, again, not a lot of people dressed in cocktail dresses every day or ball gowns or anything like that. We're in scrubs if we're going to the medical community. Thank you to all of our first responders and everybody who's in the medical community who serves us every day so well. I will tell you, it's just one of those things where if you need simple but elegant, you want classic, you want beautiful. I mean, yes, they match all the great pieces that have led up to this moment and that style, but really, truly, it's about having something wearable, something lightweight that's still giving you quality. That's the thing, so that forever and ever it looks the same. A beautiful mirror finish to the gold, that burnishing, which, you know, I've told you, if I've taught you anything, I've taught you that burnishing requires a lot more gold, because you're having to set those diamonds down into the gold hoop. So you can't just sit it up in no gold because it's a prong in a basket holding it. You have to have more width to your gold and have more depth to the gold. So that's something that you just don't know when you see that $399 price tag. tag, but just a really impressive style once you get them at home and see what they're all about. So let me know if there's anything of interest tonight that you've seen that you love, that you want to take advantage of. We'll help you do that from earlier, or you can go ahead and grab the hoops as well and really enjoy those $3.99, and they might just be that perfect starter gift if you have somebody who's younger in the family and they're, you know, maybe not into fine jewelry yet and you'd like to get them started on the right foot. Here you go. $3.99 for a gold hoop that truly is timeless. Jason, what were you picking up over there? Thank you very much. Okay, so we only have 2 white gold left that can ship out right away. So the white gold, very popular already. Thank you so much. All right, so that's it on the hoops. We'll give it a final call, and then we'll show the pink zircon. Tammy said, I like it. It's pretty. Let me see what's up with that pink zircon. It's very important. We'll show it. 9641's coming up. We'll get you that brand new pink zircon that I flashed. Great mounting with the bigger diamonds to it as well. And we've got our $3.99 wonderful price there. I know we're all hanging on for that $8.28. I'm going to try to do some really historic pricing with that $8.28 a little bit later so that we can all get you the Tanzanite. Well, help everybody try to get one before they're completely gone because we're getting into last call. Let me show you this pink zircon. I was trying it on, so forgive me. There it is. This is our beautiful pink zircon, what most would look at and think of as a diamond, because it is very bright and very powerful and double refractive. Zircons are, no matter what the color is or where it came from. This is a stone that came out of Sri Lanka in 2020. It was so it hasn't been around all that long yet. It's already gone completely, all mined out. It's got big diamonds, big, beautiful round diamonds around it, and it's going to be item number 9641. Now, that's our new find. We're still calling it the new find material because they haven't quite, we don't call it anything but pink zircon. Sometimes there's been some debate on what the trade name is going to be for the stone, and then it kind of fell to the wayside because there was nothing new coming out. It's a 711. So, really important stone. And very much that important round that we love. Wait till you see it from a distance when I can actually try it on and move it a little bit more. It has diamonds at 37 points among just the 4 round brilliants. Of course, the ones primary and next to the zircon are very large. Then they decrease a little bit in size just to give it that really nice anchor. But that's what it looks like. And talk about clarity. You're seeing here from all the angles, and it's not a true regular basic pink. We did the rose gold setting to really offset the bright, beautiful pinks and reds. It's like a cranberry color. I don't know if there's a hotter color this season than the fall wines. And it's wines, burgundies, anything that is in that family. And it's true, it's like, okay, it's fashion. There's only so many colors that exist. Pretty much every year that fall rolls around and the weather dips, it's going to be a beautiful kind of wine Merlot moment. And whether it's something you're drinking out of a glass or whether it's something you're wearing on your body, this is really that stone that plays more to those wine, burgundy, Merlots than it does when you think about Barbie. And Barbie's going to be a little more like a classical pink. This has got a little bit more, I call it sophistication to it. It has a little more glamour. It feels maybe a little bit more moody. It feels maybe a little more sophisticated because I think sometimes the brighter pinks, as much as I love it, that can feel very youthful. This is very much sophisticated, just bright, kind of glowy. And then, of course, you get the magnetic draw, the eyes just drawn in by the fact that it's got so much brilliance to it, as you see there. That's double refraction. So the big diamonds, that two-tone gold, it's going to be white gold for the band and rose gold for the center stone. And it is going to be a better than, okay, Tammy, I know. She just said I like it. So again, it's open to anybody. It's going to be first color situation, but you see the yellows and the oranges that come through. You'll actually end up seeing every color of the rainbow, including blues and violets, yellows and indigos, all those different colors coming through that stone. So the base color is what we're describing as pink, but it really is more than that thanks to that, the double refraction we love. So instead of $99.99, it's a big stone. I love to point out that with rounds, it doesn't always carry itself as large because a round distributes that weight. So it's not going to be a piece that you need to be intimidated by. I mean, you just saw it on the hand. It didn't take up too much room. It's not that oversized, too cumbersome, I'm never going to wear it ring because it's oversized at all. And yet, speaking of oversized, maybe that price is a little too oversized for our budgets today on this Thursday night. So we make it a lot easier for you. We give you a great opportunity. It's what I do. I put everything on sale. I hope you enjoy it, even if it is brand new, even if it was made more recently in era than, let's say, some of the pieces I'm closing out that were made 5-6 years ago. This is going to be even better than $4,999. This is a really good one to own. And these pink zircons, there weren't that many. We brought them in originally when we had the connections in Sri Lanka, and yes, during the pandemic. It was the pandemic that started a couple months after this discovery was made. So, but they were still trickling in, not because of the hardships with mining and the hardships with shipping, but it was actually a bigger issue was just getting enough stones to ship on over. But we had a great agreement with the folks on the ground at the mouth of the mine where we got every stone. And they were coming in one by one. This wasn't a parcel. It wasn't a collection. It wasn't like we opened up a box and they just spilled out. It was really, truly about one of a kinds. And this being one of the stones that from 2020, it was January and February of 2020 when we got most of these stones put aside immediately, part of a private collection. Now it's on display for you because we've got a lot of people asking for it and wanting it. And you know what? It's going to go even better than $39.99 or $29.99. We can send out even the really, really, really high end at a small price. Everything should go here tonight. Why not? This is the value. This is the day to be saving all kinds of money. We've been doing a lot of that today so far. And let's blow it out for better than 29, I promise that. It's going to be a lot better. And all you need to do is call because that's how it's like your speed train ticket in. You don't want to be at that airport right now, do you? Oh, no, 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 I don't think you want to be there. So just sit at home. Don't fly to New York or California as much as I'd love to have you out here and see you on Rodeo. We're going to do something a little different. Save yourself the trek and the plight and the stress of traveling right now and say, no, I'll have the jewelry come to me. Thank you very much. Ship it to my doorstep. Let me see it and open that box in a couple of days. I want it in my size for free and all of that. You're getting all of that. And it's not even 29 or 28. I mean, I have never sold a big pink zircon ever priced like this, but we are doing it right now. So take advantage of it. It's time. It really is. And I mean, there are so many naysayers and so many non-believers out there who say, I can't do jewelry anymore. I read the headlines. I saw what CNN was saying. I saw what Fox was saying. I can't do it. You can. You just need to know where to shop, where to go. You need a friend. You need a friend in the business. You know, if you have a family member, if you have an ailment and you got a doctor in the family, you're probably going to go to them first. If you need legal advice and you got a lawyer in the family, you're probably going to go to them first. And hopefully they're going to give you sound, wonderful advice that is coming from a caring heart instead of just someone random. And they're going to hopefully give you a good deal on that, right? If you need some help and some of their physical expertise, some of their expertise, you're going to get a good deal. I feel like that's what TVON does for our audience around the nation and beyond is give you that. It's like a friends and family every day. Some people put a friends and family sale to go on for a couple days. It's like, is it everyday friends and family? That's how we look at what we do, how we put it together, how we price. There isn't a band out there. I tell you all the time now, it's $2,000 for a band. You want a basic 2mm gold band and solid 14 karat gold, $2,000. $2,000 with nothing in it. So what does this tell you? We got a 7 karat 11 stone with the big diamonds in the rounds that are still VS, still white, bright, flashy, and fiery, and they're going to be all free. I mean, real close to it, guys, because I'm going to go even lower than 28 or 27 or 26 or 25. Let's go. I'm going to make it $2,499 on the zircon. $2,499. I know you hear me. It's a big value. So that's something I don't need to be here for. That price for that ring is amazing. Only one, though, stays as is. We just need to know your ring size. What is your perfect ring size? Is it a full size, a quarter, or a half, a 3/4? We got you covered. So that's all you can do is just pick up the phone and say, I'm interested. I'll try it. I like it. It's a beautiful stone that I can attest to. All of those things and more. It's also exotic and it's rare and it's no longer coming out of the ground. So and it was only discovered 5 years ago. I mean, it's kind of one of those, is this a real life moment? Yeah, it sure is. $24.99 on that one. So big congrats. If you get it, let's show a really mini wheel here. Got a great little wheel. It's a package deal and I'm actually going to have a rare pink zircon in it because that's what I'm motivated. I'm thinking, okay, well, what about that? Maybe $2,500 isn't on the credit card right now, but you want something like it. Look what I just put up. That's a cushion cut, pink zircon. But I am going to hang out with some friends here. We've got Sapphire, gold quartz, and the big old aqua. So let me go back and zoom back this camera for you so you can see 4 amazing choices, all in solid gold. We even have 18 karat gold. There's the hint, it's on the left. So we've got a gold quartz in 18 karat gold. We have our pink, it's a pinky red, sophisticated, gorgeous cushion cut square, kind of looks like a round. It's got a nice little round shape to it with a subtle corner to it. There's our sapphire garnet. Here is our gold quartz. I know there's like a beard growing on it, so let me get that off of the prongs there. A little fuzzy. And then that's out now. It's got the halo around the sides. And then here's the big one where you go at a melt price. This is one of those, and I know it's a little bit more of a floral mounting, but I think there's a lot of us who love florals. I was driving a florist today and looking at their, they had all the sidewalks set up with all these florals and all these special deals to get you to come in. And, it was like, okay, it was like, for a bouquet, basic like filler flower bouquet, it was like $50. I'm going, okay, what if we do permanent florals? because I love florals. I love having, you know, some fresh florals around and in the home. But I gotta say, what they cost right now, I don't know if it's worth for something that's going to give me like an enjoyment for like 2 or 3 days. Here's your forever floral in the aquamarine. Then we have your Sapphire, which is in a classic traditional halo. The gold quartz is kind of like the updated halo, where we're doing the diamonds on the profile side. And then you've got your really special zircon. That's my curb link. They asked if they could, I love that. They asked if we could borrow the curb link style that you saw yesterday that was oh so popular in my links collection. They asked if they could borrow that and kind of, you know, kind of just basically scale it down a bit for a ring as a ring with a center stone. So that's the result of what you see in the pink zircon in the middle center there. Every single one is going to be the same price. We got a blowout price, so the price does not go lower than where they're going to go right now. So pick out your favorite. Let me know which it is. Do you like the aqua, the gold quartz round, the beautiful Sapphire, rare garnet there, or do you want the pink zircon in the middle? Now they're all going to be one onlys. They do stay as they are with only one exception. And the one that you can change in your gold color is actually front row. It's the pink zircon right up front. That pink zircon cushion cut, you can change to yellow or rose or leave it in the white gold. We need collars. We need collars, yes. The round pink zircon is gone. Congratulations, who got it? Thank you, Lisa. Enjoy the round pink zircon. Now, for everybody else who missed out on the round, there's another choice. That round stone, or cushion cut rather, is a 339, so it's still a good size. Then we have diamond weight, 27 points. We go to the Sapphire, which is our 50-pointer with 52 points in the halo. We go to the gold quartz, which is a 280 stone, round, 23 points in diamonds there on the side. And then we go to our aqua, which is an aqua 167 in size with a 41-point diamond weight. Hi, everybody. So glad you're here right now. The pink zircon's gonna fly. There's no question, no doubt, the pink zircon will be gone very quickly. So come on in. It helps to dial in early because then you're there to tell your operator, they tell me, and poof, it's gone. And then all you need to do is choose your ring size. Again, they all stay in the same gold color they're in right now, except for the pink zircon in the front row. You're going to change your gold color on that one. We have 8.5 minutes to our top of the hour. That big Tanzanite pendant is coming out to play next. We are going to get this value, though, so good that all four will go. All four, even the aqua. Even the aqua, it's the biggest mounting up there. It's loaded with pave diamonds, and it's got the best aqua in the world, the Sierra Santa Maria Aquamarine. So let's get them all out. I got to move them. I got to move them. We're going to help you here. I'm just going to have a seat here and just get ready for everybody to just like get ready to just go ahead and save a bundle. Okay, I'm not really sitting, but it felt good. Felt good to stretch out those legs a bit. So here we go. Even better than even, what are we going to do? The $39.99? I don't think so. Don't think that's going to work. I just don't think so. It's going to be your chance. Jason, are you thinking about one already? Sure. What's going on over there? What do they like? They like the golden quartz. It's 24 karat pure gold within quartz, and it's a round. And it's 18 karat. That's the only 18 karat gold I know. That's the lowly 14 karat. I kid, right? 14 carats, $4,100 an ounce. And we're going 18 karat, 14, 14, 14. You pick your favorite. It's not going to be 39, 29. I know we got to do something wild. These were scheduled to go out. No better than $14.99 a piece tonight. I'm going to take it lower. And call me quickly because this is the way you shop. This is the way you get something not cool, not good, not okay, not great, extraordinary. Extraordinary. That's what we're talking about here. And they're not even going to be $1,999 or that $14.99, which was a foregone conclusion about 52 minutes and 52 seconds ago when this show kicked off. Now it's an entirely different deal, and I will make them better. And we've got, again, that looks a bit like a bouquet, doesn't it? The colors are there. The beautiful gold is rich. The bands themselves, and I know you think I'm kidding. Well, we have a manufacturer, and I was working with them this afternoon. So nobody knows better what a gold band costs right now than I do as far as the of the moment, up to date, as far as, I don't know, has gold gone up in the last hour, in the last 53 minutes I've been on the air? It might have. The way it's going, you never know. I take a breath and gold goes up. So here's the deal, guys. We have got a special opportunity, but when I tell you the bands go for $2,000 to start, if there was nothing else said in them, that is the truth. We know because we manufacture jewelry every single day. Hundreds of items are made here on site. So the fact that we can do this for better than $14.99, I'm already saving you $500 on the gold bands. Then you see what you've got inside, from the diamonds to the stones. These are stones that are rare and exotic as well. I wouldn't say there's a basic up here. There isn't a basic up there, and we're doing better than 14. This is the place to be. You can go up and down the dial. Go check out what that guy's doing right now. And it's like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for no diamond. Here's what we're going to do, guys. Here's what we're going to do. 14, 13, 12, 11. I'm going to make sure all of them scamper out of here. They got to go. It's a blowout. We put everything into our jewelry and you can save the money getting it. This is how we do it. It's not even $10.99. Which one are we loving? We're loving the zircon. We're loving the aqua. We're loving the gold quartz. Let's get them all gone. They're not even $1,000. They're $9.99 a piece. And every single one of them, again, you can keep them in the gold color except for this one. That one's going to stay in the, or rather that one's going to go ahead and change out. We've already got somebody thinking about the gold quartz. Look at the diamonds that go around the side edge here because they're going to be like a side profile halo. Yes. Let's try it on. Maybe for more money, I could try it on. No, that's not how we operate. This works with other pieces if you want to stack, if you want to build, if you want to put a wonder ring around it, 1 or 2. You can do that. That is our 18 karat solid gold quartz, and that's going to be item number 1127980. And it's 18 karat solid. This one stays in the white or in the yellow gold, Jason, because that's going to be matching the gold in the quartz. Because gold is naturally yellow. Did you know that? It only changes color when you alloy it with other things like rose gold, copper. So when gold is actually mined, it's that color. It's that rich, buttery golden color and that hue. So we love it. Yes. Go ahead, Joanne, you're next. Do you want the gold quartz, Jason? If not, it's first caller to say sold. He hasn't said sold. You can... Aqua on the hand as well. I think our gold quartz is going to Joanne over there. It is 7980. It's gone. The gold quartz is gone to Joanne's caller here, and there we go with the aqua. There's the big aqua. That's going to be item number 1125167. And we've got a fabulous white gold setting. You can see how large a ring that is. Got a larger scale than most of our other pieces up here, and that really makes a difference. I think we can all understand why that's a big deal to get that one at $9.99 when it's got as much gold and as much diamond weight. It's a 167 aqua with 41 points in diamonds as well. So there we go. That's our last call. Pick your favorite. Savarite. Pink. I'm shocked the pink zircon is still here. Here's what it looks like. That's a 339 zircon. We're not going to leave it here. Maybe you need to see the graphics. That I can do. Yes. Aqua. Jason, are you taking the aqua or is Andy taking the aqua? All right, so the aqua may be gone. We also have the pink zircon. Maybe you just need to see it on the hand. It's got the curve link on the sides. It's our 339 pink zircon. It has 27 points in diamonds, and this is the one. Wow, that is really spectacular. And I know it looks just like the round, doesn't it? Because it's a subtle corner. It's a square cushion or an antique cushion or the pillow cut. So it's really got a subtlety to the corner, so it feels a lot like the round. It flashes a lot like the round, and the round that I had earlier, the 711, is already gone. So here's your chance. We got 3 minutes left till our top of the hour, and this is your last call on the $9.99 wheel. There's not another ring tonight that is $9.99. That is the most affordable ring I've got right there. I mean, it just is. I mean, quite frankly, it's amazing I have anything that's under $5,000 in this show because of where gold is at. Gold bands by themselves, $2,000. You dump, pour. Think of $2,000. That's what you need to do right now to get a gold band. So the fact that these have diamonds, and a lot of them, and beautiful exotic center stones, this is really important for $9.99. Way to go on that 18 karat gold. I bet you they're melting it. I bet you they're melting it. I bet you they are literally keeping the stone, keeping the diamonds, and melting it down. I guarantee you they are. That's an incredible value for any gold, but let alone 18 karat. Aqua's gone as well. Thank you very much on the aqua. We have 2 left. It's our pink zircon and our rare Savarite garnet in the house. $9.99, your choice of. Thank you so much. Let's just put up the information really quickly, just in case you're curious about what it's going to be here. It's item number 1128477 on the zircon there. It's our 339 with the 27 points in diamonds. And then if you want that Savarite oval, that Savarite oval is also just lovely, isn't it? It's a 50 pointer with the 52 points in the diamonds as well. You've got a super ultra bright rich. It's like an emerald, but it's even more rare. And yet it'd be like emerald if you didn't have an inclusion, which getting an emerald without an inclusion is going to be a tall task. So it's going to be one that you would have to have likely millions of dollars, even in that size, to get a completely bright green and flawless emerald, at least to the visual naked eye. So here's where you get something that's still rare, still a really, really rare form of garnet, but such a beautiful, lovely color there, and yet $9.99. Take them for the gold. You can melt them and make money, and that's how a lot of people are doing it. I have so many jewelers right now shopping. I have been contacted, literally, I kid you not, and I'm not going to reveal where they are or what their names of their shops are, even though I'm sure they'd love for me to do so. But they've asked it to keep on the down low. But there are, and I've been doing this 25 years. Just in this last couple of weeks, I've been inundated with one type of new shopper, and it's jewelry store owners. It's jewelers who make jewelry typically, and they can't. They've been priced out of the marketplace. They can't do it anymore. They're finding nothing but faux and lab-grown stuff out there, plus the gold prices. So they're coming out and they're finding us on TV going, is this real? And that's always the question. because they know it can't possibly be this price if it's solid gold diamonds and if this is not a tape from 1983. Well, in 1983, I was 3 years old. So I can tell you, and clearly I am just a couple years older than that. So here's the thing. You're getting a value that puts us back decades in pricing. And that's why I've got skeptics out there who are new viewers. They're going, if this is real jewelry, I'm in. I'm buying everything you got because I'm stocking my store. I'm getting pieces ready for the holidays. This is because you can't make it for this price I'm offering. So we got $9.99 on either of those, the zircon or the Sapphire. The rarest you're leaving here, which is kind of ironic. And yes, the Sierra is beautiful and that gold quartz is great, but the rarer two of the stones of the four are sitting right there. And they are truly remarkable. $339 on the pink zircon, just like what we saw in that 7-Eleven that's already sold. And then of course the Sapphire being premier, best of the best color and clarity. I don't know if there's anybody out there that enjoys a really beautiful multicolor of stone, but I know I do, because everyone always says to me, I just want to buy every single stone that exists there. I want one of everything. You know what? I have yet to figure out a way to do that and put one of every single stone in existence into one piece of jewelry, but I do have the closest I'll probably ever get you is this moonstone. I think that is the, and I know we've seen all these great high-end private collection moonstones in the last couple of weeks, but this stone, it's not doing the golden glow or the blue-green glow. Instead, this one is giving pink. It's not even red or orange, which I am a pink girl, and I really like that this is so unique. It feels like, again, the unicorn rainbow. You know, they say unicorn tears. I would say no. I would say this is rays of light from the unicorn. This is the aura of the unicorn. This is the aura, the energy and everything, and it feels magical. It feels really, truly like pure magic. And that stone, I don't know, it's, as the top of the hour has arrived, I just wanted to give you a look at it. It does also have the largest diamond weight we've seen with a moonstone of these fancy premium cuts because they are faceted. That's the big difference here. But also, it's the way that this material grew. So it's not just giving you one color. It's not just a little bit of a hint of a color. It is a full-on shout. This is the most, yeah, a hint would be subtle. This is a little more in-your-face, glaring color. That's what I love. So, but still soft and still all the really pretty colors of the rainbow. Welcome in, everybody. It's Thursday night here. I'm the host here at TVON, Lauren Blair. Glad you're with us. We have 2 hours left tonight together, you and I, and we are going to take a look at that moonstone shortly. But I did promise you another top of the hour, so it's coming out now. It's the Tanzanite pendant that I know we all need. This is not a want moment. This is a need moment because we are getting close to the end. And this is one of those situations where if you asked me last week, hey, Lola, do you have a carat and a half blue wing block D? I would say, no, I do not. But I would say it in a much more polite way, like, unfortunately, no, but I can let you know if we ever get one. Well, this is your notice. Because what we did was we took one of those, I hate to say it, but we took one of the large stones, the 28 carater. You've probably seen a pendant before, and we cut it down. We have amazing lapidaries who are world-class lapidaries. That just means gem cutters, but they're the best to do it. And they actually, because who else will we trust if we hand off a big stone? So we're handing off a big blue wing to say before the museum gets it, we're going to make something that is demanded by you, because one thing we work is really to make sure if you make a request, we're going to go to the ends of the earth to make it happen and to bring it to fruition, to make it come to life right here on this wheel. So that's what we're doing right now. So that moonstone, does anybody like it, or is it just me? It's me on an island all by myself here loving this moonstone? I don't think so. That's coming up. We're going to do that in about, can you hold on with me 27 more minutes? Go get those snap. Well, actually, no, you have to see this too. Hold on about 27 more minutes. I'm going to show you that moonstone, and that is the 3 carat. Now, it's a 375, but it looks like double. So that's going to be coming up. Do you want to see it one more time for those of you that just now tuned in and went, wait, what is she talking about? Unicorn aura, what is this? what unicorn aura? Yeah, what is that, a new stone? No, it just looks like it. But that is going to be the 9622 that's coming up. So we'll do that at the bottom of the hour, 27 minutes from now. What I have for you in the meantime, because instead of storytelling and, ask a question or anything like that, we're going to do something else. That is because you guys don't want to do that. We want to see some rare exotics. We want to see the best Tanzanite. And if you ask me, the best form, I did give this a little preview moments ago when we had the fancy cutout, and a lot of you were losing your minds. I know because you reached out and said, is that happening tonight? The answer is, it's happening right now. A baguette diamond at the top here. This is going to be your larger diamond. That's a white diamond in the baguette to meet up with, to give it some interest in the way these cuts come together. Now, that is going to be remarkable, isn't it? Look at that Tanzanite. So a trillion gives you two things. It's going to be blue wing block D, part of our museum reserve because, well, it was cut from a museum reserve. But the difference here is it's still going to give you a flash. It's still going to give you what we call sparkle, a little sparkle, and something you don't always get from a trillion. And by the way, FYI, Lydia, if you're out there, I'll just say it one more time and then I want to know everybody. Lydia, I know you had a request. I think it was like 5 minutes before the show started. So if you want to see, if you're wondering, where are my color change sphenes at? They're here. I just want to make sure you're here. Okay, so Lydia, if you were requesting some larger color change sphenes, they are here in the show. Let me know. If you want to just hang on and see my new Carat 03 that I have, well, you can do that too. So this, I love a trillion. I'm sorry. I love sparkle. I love sparkle and I love color. And I will forever appreciate the moments that I've had to really give you these blue wing block D masterpieces of Mother Nature. However, there was something missing from the collection, and that was stones that were affordable, stones that were kind of over the 20 and 30 carats because those ain't for everybody. So what does one do? If you've been seeing the 30 carat and the 20 carats and the 15 carats and the 10 carats that I have seemingly in abundance, and you've been saying, slow your roll, I don't need all that. I just want something I can put on every day for my more leisurely lifestyle. I say, here is your opportunity and your value and your top of the hour tonight. Take a look at this. This is our Tanzanite in the trillion cut. It is also a, blue wing block D cut from the museum reserve. And it also happens to have a really special 9603 item number, which is only going to be outdone by the fact that it's a carat 54 minimum. Only got a couple stones here. And one individual 14-point diamond. Okay, now you got my attention. And that is going to be one and one alone. No, we've got a couple of these and I'm just talking about one diamond. This is going to be white gold though only. So it does stay in the white gold. That is a 14-point individual baguette. So that's really important because we're not talking about 14 points overall. I know when you look up there, you expect to see a couple hundred diamonds around it. That's one single stone. So it really increases the value of that diamond. Now we also have the white gold. So let's see. That's not going to take very long to get to you. If we can't change the gold color, we're going with the white gold to match the white diamond and also be the most in-demand color of gold you've requested over the years in blue wing. And also, well, again, very easy, doesn't need sizing, pendant. That's where all you got to do is add a chain. Add a chain, you're good to go. So here's what I'll offer. If you would like this top of the hour, and it is a 154, and that is major, it's got those cornered prongs. I'm going to show it to you on the hand and the neckline. I start with the hand so we can give you the measurement with the good old-fashioned ruler, and then we're going to show it to you on the neckline. Lovingly made, stunning, and I say lovingly because first it was a lot of effort that went into it. Thank you to our everybody here because, you know, the decision to take a museum reserve stone that is promised to a museum and cut it down is really how much we love you and how much we are so passionate about bringing the requests of what you need. You've told us, you've reached out, you've said, listen, it's a very communicative world we live in where it's easy for you to go ahead and just have access and say, here's what I need, here's what I want, and we really truly work on that for you. 3/4 of an inch is top to bottom. We'll try it on the neckline for you as well. Remember, it can be any length on the neckline, just dependent on the chain you're going to use. So it's literally just a matter of where you want to wear it based on the chain. So if you need a chain, we always offer them for you as well. But this is going to be significant in the value, and we already have a couple of callers. There are very few to go around because it's not as easy as take a 21 carat stone and then cut it down and you get whatever the stone. I mean, there's a lot of waste when you do that. So you're never going to get, like if you got a 10 carat stone, you got 2 carat stones that come from it. It's not like you're going to have, 5 different stones. It doesn't work that way. So you've got waste, especially with the trillion, but we knew it's what we hadn't brought, and we want to bring something that maybe you don't have, because most people will agree, if you're matching a set up, you're not going to always want to go exactly the same. You don't want always the same cut because then it looks a little bit too matchy-matchy. That can look a little bit more like those inexpensive box sets you might buy in the costume jewelry arena. So instead, really fun to mix and match your shapes, but know that the color is going to match, because if you have a blue wing block D from us already, whether it be a ring or anything else, this is going to match. And really important the way it flashes and fires, especially when it's the first piece people see because it's on the neckline and they see this. This is really where you want your top quality stones. The ring is really secondary. They may never see the ring, especially if you're, face to face with somebody over a meeting or over a dinner table. It's going to be face to face. So they're really concentrating on your earrings and your pendants. We want those to shine. We want those to be superstars. Here we go. A 3,000 $888 pendant is no longer going to be that price. We got a show. We got 2 hours left. We're going to get you those big, Kathy, we've got your request as well. Drop earrings, convertible style coming up next where you don't go anywhere. But we're going to make this a lot better than $38 or $3,000, $2,000, or you know what, not even $19.99. And one very large single independent baguette diamond there. That's like an emerald cut, but it's actually got that really angular corner to it. So you don't have to pay 19, 18. We're busy on the lines. Holiday shopping season is here as well. If you wanted to really wow somebody who's admired your ring, maybe you spent $5,000 on your ring and you know somebody, it's your mom, it's your sister, it's your best friend, it's your daughter, and she has been marveling, begging, wanting to know, where did you get that most incredible Tanzanite? Here's how you get it. For a gift, for someone you care about, here's how you share the opportunity to get the best of the best that is nowhere else but here, and it's not going to be 18. Or 17 or 16. I could blow it out at $15.99, but the truth is it's our top of the hour. I love to do a loss leader, especially when we're as limited as we are. Did you see me last night? Last night was my 9-year anniversary here at TVON. Can you believe that? 9 years to the day. And you know what I did? I blew out jewelry so much. I got prices so far below cost that I was limited on what I could sell based on that, because we were literally losing so much money. Well, that's what I've been doing for a long time. It's called a top of the hour. I do like 2 to 3 every single day. So that's a lot of those. And this is what we're doing, because if you think you can make jewelry this good in gold with a premium diamond and the best Tanzanite in the world for $15.99, well, it's a whole new jewelry era. But that's why I'm giving you this top of the hour special. And it's not going to be 15. I'll blow it out. Let's make it 14. You know what? Hold on. I know at $14.99, I think we could sell them out. I'm going to do where I know we can sell them out. And you see right there, this isn't even facing up to the camera lens exactly. And we have a light missing. And you know what? You're still seeing the red flashes come through loudly. They're loud and proud red flashes. And we're going to do better than $1,499. If you shop, you're saving. It's as simple as that. If you need, again, your friend or family member in the business, consider me that for your collection. It's not going to be 14 or 13 or $12.99. You got to come on in. Be a part of this one, because this is where we're going to look back one day and we're going to say, remember the days. Remember when I could actually do a piece of jewelry for under $1,500. I'm telling you, those days are few and far between. Here's how you do it. And skip, I see you. 1, 2, 3, 4 gone. Okay, so we have 2 left right now. 2 left as it stands right now. I do not want you to wait, because if you're waiting, you're going to be, oh gosh, I can't believe I missed out. I mean, I've cried actual tears over pieces I've missed out in shopping. Yes, call me petty, call me superficial, but I'm going to tell you, when you miss out on a deal that you know is never going to happen again, that is the usually the end result and the consequences. And so here's where, again, full warning here. This is going to sell out. It's not even a $12.99 price tag or an $11.99 price tag. This is putting the L in the loss leader. And I mean the loss. This is the L. This is the loss. Loss in money. Every time you say yes, I go backwards. That's okay. We're going to make it happen, because that's what top of the hours are all about. It's like, again, it's my cheap ploy to say, everybody who just tuned in, and I know there's a lot of you, let's show you we mean business tonight. Let's show you we're bringing you values for the next hour and 45. Let's do better than $10.99. Let's make it even more astounding, and that is one big old fancy diamond in a fancy cut. We don't see that as bales. That's important. We'll blow it out, $999. And let me tell you, that is not a price tag that is even plausible today when you've got that gold, that big diamond, and your trillion cut from the museum reserve. And so already, again, you've heard it. We've had already so many spoken for it. There are people that know. The longtime TVON viewers and some of more recent additions, they know things don't last. You got to dial in. That's why you're even here. If not, there'd be no reason to tune in on a live show. You could go eat dinner, right? No, but you got to be here, because those values go otherwise. And then what are you going to do after they're sold out? Don't have any more. That's it. So here's your chance right now to pick it up. Still have that pink zircon and that sapphire from our last $9.99 ring wheel. When these are impossibilities going forward, make sure you're grabbing what you love now. Kathy, we've got those earrings you requested. I'm not sure if you needed these exactly or just asked for a lot of diamond weight, but we've got a really special earring for you, a convertible style. There are multiple ways to wear. So we can show those briefly coming up. And then we'll get you, again, anybody who needs that Tanzanite pendant, we got our carat 54 minimum for $999. Big value there. Don't miss out on that one. All right, so we'll get you an opportunity, 30 seconds more here, and then that's my big top of the hour. I think a lot of us are waiting for the round, the 828. I was trying to get in last night because it was a piece that was made specifically for my anniversary show, but hey, we can keep the party going. I'm okay with that. Okay, so here are some really cool earrings that we have. There are many, many ways. And you've all seen, that's probably going, so, big deal. I've seen you have earrings that are reversible. I've seen you have earrings that can be worn multiple ways. But I ask you, have you ever seen an earring that can be worn as a pendant? In other ways besides just on your ears? This is what has been requested. Let me show them on the hand here. We have white and yellow gold available for you. It's $76.81 and it's 2 carat 65 in diamonds. Our beautiful VS diamonds, paved every which way so that you're still seeing diamonds from the side. You've got a removable style. You can see it's actually going to be a notched design. So you can see it's going to sit, even if you're doing jumping jacks, okay? If you're going to be out there wearing your 2 carat 65 earrings and you're going to do cartwheels and jumping jacks, you're good. Because this is meant to be a door knocker style. It's going to sit beautifully, but this portion, the bottom, is all removable from the hoop. So you can wear it, and let me show you, I'll slide them over so you can see the white gold here as well. You can remove it and wear it as a more simple pave hoop that's shorter. You can wear it with the drop. You can reverse it because look how beautifully it's finished in the back. That's a look. You could reverse it and have the gold showing up with that pattern in the front, or you can just wear it like so. That's how I think you're going to wear them most of the time, but here's the greatest part. If you want to, by unfastening this top portion or the top hoop, you can, I'm trying to do this with my one left hand, which I'm going to succeed if you give me just a second. You can actually take this piece here, and I just took that dropping, that end point there off, and you can actually string a chain through it and then wear this as a pendant, which is harder to do with the tweezers, but that's how you can wear it. And you can add other charms if you want. If you have them, you can wear this where your chain is going to go right through and then sit flat, so you can wear that end piece as a pendant, or let's move it over again, because this is what your hoop looks like if you're just using the top hoop. I will show you here how that's going to look as well. So you've got a lot of different options by investing into one earring. You can wear it a lot of different ways. And here's just a little bit of an idea of how that happens and how that works. So essentially, and again, flip them around if you want to, wear them in reverse if you want to. Excuse my reach, Lauren. Oh, no problem. It's okay. So there they are. So that's going to be it. So let's go ahead and blow them out here, give you the great value. Again, so many ways to wear them. I'll pop one on the ear for you as well, and we'll get you a great big old value. 265 solid VS diamonds. So 5/8 is referring to the top hoop, and then of course 1 3/8 is referring to the entirety of that earring. So you're getting that great length there. And we're going to do something really special when we don't have a lot of drop earrings like this. Certainly we really do not. And you're going to have that open hinge style. I'm going to pop one on the ear for you as well, so you can see what that's going to look like. But this is your kind of everything earring. It's like your casual and your dressy all built in, and it's not hard to change it up at all because it's as simple as taking the base off. So it's really quite easy, because you could even really convertible style them in a moment. Probably, yeah, faster to change out your earrings than an actual convertible car. So that's really important. And here's what we will do. I've had 2 convertibles in my life. They've both been hardtop convertibles. So, you know, that was a complex type of mechanism. And yeah, you're still waiting like a good, 25 seconds for that to transform. This is a lot easier. And what's not easy is to put them on with one hand, but I'm trying, and I just did. So here's what they look like from a distance away if you'd like to see how that's going to look from a distance, if you like that full drop style that we have there. So really specialty, beautifully done, and that's of course the white gold there. And let's blow them out for you. They're under $3,000. They're only $29.99, and this is where I'm really thankful they were made a long time back, because if we made those today on this Thursday, November 6th, that would be a whole different price tag. So big value there. That's the white gold. Here is the yellow gold as well. You don't see a lot of difference there, I will say. If you're looking at the yellow gold that we have here, which is over to this side here on the left, that really is, when you see it from a distance away, you don't see a lot of difference, and that's a tribute to how much perfect pave you have in those diamonds. And there you can see with the white and the yellow. The yellow's on the left, and you don't see a lot of difference there. And that's why, because the pave is so perfectly done. We'll go up close as well, just to give everyone a look at how they are manufactured and how they are made. And of course, this really big opportunity you have. They're obviously really going to move a lot, so I don't think we're going to see them sit on their own, but you can see that very big diamond, and it's actually going to be complex to do because there's different sizes of diamonds throughout. So that would be a bigger diamond drop earring we have for you, and that was a request from our friend Kathy. So that's going to be a great way to go, and again, that hoop's going to move around a bit, but you see that little notch there, and so that's really what allows it to have the drop of the earring always stay right where it should. So that's a great earring. So let us know if you'd like those. We're only about 10 minutes away from this moonstone, and I am the only one so far that is like absolutely obsessing about this. But I will tell you, if you are at home silently saying, yes, I really, really, really like that moonstone, it is by far the best we've had. It looks double the size. It's a 3 carat 75. It's got more diamonds than any moonstone we've had so far out of this private collection. And we are 10 minutes away from sharing it with you. And here's the other great news. I know that if you were with me last night, and I think a lot of you were, maybe even perhaps more than, and I will put my other earring on, so don't worry. Don't panic. I know. I just haven't had a chance to put it back on. But this is where, again, we have a moonstone. I know last night I had a pretty large, significant size. It was mayhem. We had so many people fighting over that one of a kind. So really wanted to just move this up a bit. It was supposed to be here this weekend. We're going to move it up, which is probably a better idea because, again, all these stones being one of a kinds as they are and really giving you that luxury opportunity tonight. And that one's going to have that big diamond weight. It's going to be well over a carat in the diamonds. So you're getting, because I think that if any moonstone out there deserves a lot of diamonds, it'd be one that looks like that. So there it is one more time. Let's take a look at it before we get to it, our top or bottom of the hour rather. And then we've got all those gorgeous earrings for you. And I have a big Kunzite I wanted to share with you really quickly before we get to that moonstone. Here is that Kunzite. 8182 is the item number. That is about as perfect as it gets. And it was inspired by the last moonstone because it feels a lot like the same mounting, just modified to fit the pear shape instead of the cushion cut. So item number is 8182, and again, 8 carats 44 is the size here, and a really impressive look, don't you think? Colors there. It's got that real purple saturation to it. Stays in the white gold. It's got 129 in the diamond weight, and we only have one here. So it's going to go in a hurry, and let us know if you'd like to have it, because this is also being the stretch design, because that pear shape being elongated as pear shapes naturally are, give it an even bigger look. It's definitely for my big ring girlies out there who want something very impressive, very status, larger style, big and bold. That's what it is in every way, shape, and form. And here it is on the hand for you as well. And we're gonna get you very excited about this price tag. At least that's my hope, because I love to give away jewelry and you love to take advantage of those giveaways. And here's one way to wear it. Here's the other. There you go. So that's what it looks like, how most of you like to wear it there. I'm going to go ahead and blow it out. It's not going to be $16,999 any longer. There's a bright beacon of light that just flares from that stone internally. You're even seeing it up here up close, but that does not fade away as you see it from a distance. This is like the across the room, across the football field. Back when I did sideline reporting, I covered football and baseball and basketball and all the major sports, including hockey, but I will say it was a different jewelry choice when it was a football game, because you realized you were working with a much larger space and you were working in much larger stadiums on a larger field. So it was like, okay, you didn't need as big a piece when it was a basketball arena where, you know, you were in a more confined indoor and much smaller space. So it's really, again, where if you like those bigger pieces because you want to be seen from a distance, you like everybody to know you're wearing a really important Kunzite. Here it is with the 129. This one's got to go. 16,000 is not going to do it. Even 69.99 is making it a bit iffy, I would say. That's a maybe. So I'm not sure if that's going to go. I need to be certain that everything that I show you tonight goes. So here's how we do it. Better than 69. It's going to be even better than 59, 49, 39, even 29.99. Just one, and that's it. And we'll send it out here in a hurry. It's going to go. And that moonstone is only 7 minutes away. Hallelujah. I love it. It feels just, it does. It's like a droplet of heaven. It's so stunning. And it just is really, I can't wait. And I hope you guys are excited like I am. It's beautiful. Best we've seen by far. And this one's going to go even lower than 29. Who knew? Who knew we had to drop this low tonight? But I'm making it happen for you. We'll get you covered. Everything's got to go. We'll see them all out the door eventually. And this is that time when a lot of the pieces from the first hour start to go as well, because everybody's starting to tune in. So how about better than 28, 27, Blow it out, $26.99 on that very large, and does look larger. 8 carats 44 is significant, but it looks like so much more than that, and it's only $26.99. So a piece of just really history here when we got the Afghan best that does not fade over time. No, 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 it does not. I mentioned last night I have mine for, it's been almost 9 years now that I've had my Kunzite from TVON, and it looks just as good today. There's my big yellow diamond. That is one of our huge carat 81 is here. That's new today. Have a really good spin. I'm just wondering if I got to put everything up for auction tonight. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Just to kind of force you to call. What if we need to do this? I got all these brand new pieces coming up. Yes, the moonstone is coming up. Yes, we have a morganite. I flashed it earlier. It looks like a pink diamond. The kind of pink diamond, and somebody said to me, or someone said on social media, $2 million for a ring? Pink diamonds? Oh, yeah. You think that's the price of a nice house? Ooh, no. Pink diamond in a good size. I have what, because you and I are probably going, no, let me check. No, don't have $2 million tonight. Let's do a look of. How do you do that, though, in morganite? Because morganite has a completely different color than morganite, and pink diamonds, they're totally different. Morganite's peach and brown, pink diamonds are pink. Our precious pink tonight is a true pink morganite. It has the pinky colors, which you don't find anywhere else. And therefore, and it's even set. This is the important part. It's a true pink, but it's set like it's a precious pink diamond. It's set like it's a $2 million pink diamond. So we will have that for you. And I'm just wondering if maybe we need to put some pieces up on the auction block. I can do that too. We can have some serious fun with those ideas. But with only a couple minutes left to go until I know we're bringing out that moonstone, which is very, very nice. Let me show you the big yellow diamond here. This is one for the ages because it's one of the bigger ones without going over 2 carats, because when they do hit the 2 carat mark, yikes, they get out of hand. $30,000 or more here on this show. Not retail, not wholesale, here with your friend. So here's what I'm going to do. 9657 is the number. I'm just going to show it to you. Somebody needs this because it's a carat 81, and the perfect matching of the halo around it makes that stone look much larger. And it's already our carat 81 VS Brilliant Cut cushion. Then you get the halo to match, which is another 39 points in diamonds, and then 86 points in the white. I did the math. It's 306. It's one of those few that's actually getting us up and over the 3 carat mark altogether. You've got one of the most significant yellow diamonds we have ever seen in the middle with the halo. Love it. Then you're getting, okay, a 28,909. That's exactly where it should be. When you hit 2 carats, a whole 19 points more, it goes to $30,000. Yes, the yellow diamond prices have been retooled a bit in previous items because that's what the world is doing. Tucson's coming up. It's the next big major gem trade show. It happens after 4th quarter ends, which means February. It's always the first week in February. It's usually right around that big game when football's ending. And yet that I know we're all getting excited about, except for the yellow diamond folks, because the yellow diamonds are expected in February, which is really, when you think about it, it's only like 8 weeks away. No, scratch that. Yeah, like 8 to 10, something like that. Here's the problem. The 1 carat yellow diamonds that were $22,000 at the last trade show, and it's the same people every trade show. It's the same dealers, the same vendors, same people, and they rendezvous every couple months and have another trade show. And yet, that's what's complicated. The same stones, the same 1 carat yellow diamonds that went from $15,000 in summertime to $22,000 in September are now expected to be over $30,000, and that is wholesale. That is wholesale. I swear to you, I think that a lot of this is like the lab-grown people are getting together going, convincing the natural people to move their prices up to kind of force everybody out of necessity to buy lab-grown. I say hold on to that. I say hold up just a minute. Let me see if we can't help you out with a $28,999 TVON ring that would beat the price of really just that carat 81. Because remember, those prices I was quoting to you, those are for 1 carats. This is a carat 81. It's a totally different animal. And we're going to bring it lower than even, $8,999 when you're getting a total of 306. And we're 2 minutes away for the moonstone. So everybody who's waiting with bated breath, it's coming up in 2 minutes. We've got the moonstone on the way. What feels like heaven and celestial and surreal and just completely ethereal. We're going to show it to you coming up, so hang on 2 more minutes. But this has got to go. And so you know what? Instead of $89.99, which is $20,000 off, I'm going to make it a lot more interesting. Let me show you the inside. Here's the finishing. And then, of course, you've got that great look on the hand, too, because that matters. What is it going to look like when it's on the hand? Well, there you go. And it's not going to be $8,888. It's not $79.99. This is the largest stone we have before jumping to that 2-carat level. And when you jump up, it might just be a little step in 19 extra points, but oh, the difference 19 points makes. Here's where you're getting a bigger than 2-carat look. You have to hear me out on that because of the halo being a perfect match. Sometimes the halo is a much darker color or lighter color. Here it is a match. So when the eye, because we all look at it with our human eyes, very few people are going to come up to you and start looking at your ring through a loop. They're not going to do that. And if so, you might want to call the authorities. But this is where you've got a piece that because the halo is a match, the perimeter overall is even bigger. So you start with the big 8-carat 81, you get the halo that actually makes it look like a 2.5-carat or more, and then you're not spending the extra money. And that's the beauty of it as well. So instead of $79, let's take it even lower, get you the great value. Come on in. There's only the one, and it's all done in the 14-karat two-tone gold, ready to size and ship to you. And it's going to be better than even $7,500. We're going lower. Make it just, you know what? Make it $69.99. We'll blow it out. $69.99, and there's nothing else here that exists like that carat 81. Nothing. That's the one to get. That's the one to own. And you've got one of the most premium and important and all natural. Yep, not treated, not heated, not man-made. It's not lab grown. This isn't made with chemicals. It is just amazing. $69.99 for a 306 total weight in a lot of gold as well. So it is the bottom of the hour almost. We got 5 seconds and right promptly on time as I like to be. We're going to show you the moonstone. 9622 is coming up. Let me know who's got that yellow diamond, and here we go. My dear TVON friends and family, I'm going to tell you right now, this is something that is a bit of a moment. And I know that, listen, this is every day, got a different audience here. There are moments when you have to set everything else aside and say, that's my ring. Because usually with jewelry, the best thing, and again, it's kind of it's a blessing and a curse about the business, I must say, because this isn't something like a vacuum cleaner that we all need. I always refer to the vacuum cleaner because we all need one. And we all have to, yeah, we do have to, whether you enjoy it or don't, you have to use it sometimes. And it's a practical thing. It's like a thing that we got to buy to be, you know, functioning adults in life and to keep our homes clean. And so, you know, it's very easy if you're trying to like sell that thing, that practical thing, to go over the bells and whistles and give a great price. Jewelry is a little more tricky because, you know, I sometimes refer to it as playing matchmaker with jewelry. It's a little more tricky than that. I think matching people would be easier because still it's more specific than that. And so with jewelry, you don't need me here. I'm here to give you a deal. But the piece, we rely on you, your taste, your preferences, your love, your passion for jewelry. And having seen a lot of it here and everywhere else, what I'm showing you is something that I think there's got to be a person or two out there tonight on a, you know, quiet night. I think there's got to be somebody who says, whatever that is, I like it. And that's all that you need. The rest is just easy. My job is to make it affordable, and you know I do. So it becomes less about, again, I can't tell you what you like. And I can't convince you no matter how special it is. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But if you love it, those of us that have that reaction to jewelry, listen, I always tell you, if you need somebody to talk you into a piece of jewelry, please don't buy that. Don't buy that. If you need somebody to tell you why it's cool and why it looks good and how it does not matter. That's not something I can convince. I can't convince you to like what you don't like, right? If you can't stand broccoli, then I'm not going to convince you to like broccoli. It's just that simple. Jewelry's the same way. And you know what? What you like is going to be different than what your mom likes. And what's different, well, that's not the case with me and my mom. We like the same exact things. But, you know, we're lucky that way. But you might be the same as somebody in your personality, but you have totally different taste in jewelry. If you love this piece, my job is to make it disappear and make sure that if you're just drooling over it like I've been, you can own it affordably, and that's what we're going to do. Take a look at this, because I think that there's somebody out there tonight that's saying, I love it. I know who that is. It's me. But if you're like me and you've never seen a moonstone look like this, well, welcome to your dream come true here. And we're shooting for the moon and stars, and we're giving it to you. And the very best 3-carat 75, I will get this home. And I'm going to make it darn affordable to do it, just so that there has to be literally no hesitation on your part. You can just call in and say, oh, yeah, I'm taking it. Here's how you do it. It's a 375, and then you've got this enormous diamond mounting. How many diamonds do you think it's got? Yeah, those of you that watch our show, if you've even watched our show twice, you're going to go, I know. I know. I got every mounting memorized. You do too, right? This is not a carat, not a carat 10 or a carat 20 or even a carat and a quarter. How about a carat and a third? No, we go even bigger than that. This is our carat 42. And nobody's on the line. I am the only one that likes it. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to price it cheap so that, you know what? Again, it's yours to take if you do. I can change the gold color. I wouldn't, personally, that's me. I wouldn't. I would not. But I would leave it in the white gold, size it for you, get it whatever size you need. But if you want to change it, you can. Yellow gold, rose gold, you decide. This has got a price tag on it. I'm a little nervous about it. It's a $79.99 price tag. It's fair, but it ain't gonna work tonight. I know that because I've been on the air for 94 minutes and 3 seconds. It ain't gonna work. We just don't have enough audience to do that. So here's what I'm gonna offer instead. I know, we all blew the wad last night, didn't we? I did too, I know. Here's what we've got for you instead. It's going to be a really feasible, really affordable, really just amazing kind of like wow moment. I'm gonna auction it off because I'm gonna go lower than the price of the mounting. And therefore, the moonstone is FREE free. Let's take a look at this. Not going to be $79. I'm going to start an auction. I think the auctions might continue for a bit. We might keep them going for, I don't know, till the cows come home. But I'm not going to make this $7,000 to start. And let me show it to you on. Because I've been telling you it looks bigger than $375. It does. Take a look at this on the hand. Oh, my. Every single color. And this is the only stone that we've ever seen that gives this moonlit glow that is not going to be yellow or orange. It's got this pinky, it's really pink. It's just a pinky glow about it. And then you see at any given time when you look at it straight up, even if it's not moving, you see every color of the rainbow all at once. You will wear it and love it and cherish it, and it's the best moonstone we've got. We've seen nothing but the best recently. This is the best one we've seen. Back up close we go. And you can change the gold color. I don't know if 7, 6, maybe 5, maybe even $4,000. We need to get busy here. We've got 90, no, not even. We've got like 85 minutes left to go tonight. I got to move a lot of jewelry. So let this be the first of many tonight where you're going to say, oh my gosh, that poor girl. I don't know what era I'm living in anymore. I thought it was 2025. I'm having a moment here. This is crazy. Private collection. We've released the private collection. We're at the very tail end of it. There's nothing else like this. This is the most gorgeous, shining. I know that on camera it can't ever look as good as it will in real life. None of us do. But it is special. It is special, and I have seen, what now, maybe 20 of them. We've had maybe 20 or so of the private collections come out to play and all gone, from earrings to rings of different varieties. I'm going to get this one home. And it's not going to be even $4,000. We got to get this started, right? We got a couple of people thinking about it. I still haven't convinced them to stay open. So here's what I'm going to do, and it's going to be a light competition night. I'm going to tell you that now. That's not being pessimistic. That's just being realist. That's just telling you what's going on. $4,000. I got pieces that I get dead under cost. They're still here. That never happens because you guys are smart. You know jewelry like I know jewelry. Hopefully that's because we've all learned about jewelry together. So instead of even $4,000, or what about maybe $35,000? Another $500 back in your pocket. Go out to a really, really, really nice dinner on me with the whole family. Take your moonstone out to go see the world. This is not going to be $3,500. I'm going to start at $3,000, which for the record is far less than the mounting without the 375 moonstone. If I had the crane come out and lift that moonstone up and out of that mounting, you got more money in the mounting because it's got a lot of gold and a carat 42 and VS diamonds, and we're asking for $3,000. And Tony, it's going to be a $10 increment because I need callers. So we can't just say open and sell it. We got to get some action going here. So how about we do it? $3,500. Oh no, let's go $3,000. We're gonna go $3,000. I'm doing it. I'm gonna try. Did you have the open at 35? Thinking about it. We're gonna go 3,000 and say I should be getting so much more money for this mounting. It doesn't matter. I want you to have it. Somebody needs to take that desire to own it and turn it into the reality and see what it's all about at home, in person. No open at $3,000, or do we have it? Okay, I got this. Yeah, I know what this means. Not this. Okay, that's what the kids are doing. There I go again. Tony, do you know about that? Tony, I think I learned it from Tony. He's very with it. 6, 7, no, we're not going to do that. I have no 6s, no 7s except for the item that doesn't count. So here's what I'm going to do. I got the this, which means in auction phone bank speak, it means it's a maybe. I'm thinking about it, or otherwise we could call it verifying. I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better than $3,000. We're going to go 29 because every little bit counts. I sounded like Lucille Ball there, didn't I? Except I have had no vitamin regimen today at all. None at all. Just my immunity shot with turmeric. That's it. I start my day every day with that. Here's what we're going to do. It's what keeps me going. I swear to God, it keeps me alive. But here's what I'm going to do. Instead, 29 or 28 or 27, I need your calls because this is what I believe really, it may not be exactly literally what's keeping me alive, but I'll tell you right now, it's what gives me life. Values on jewelry like you cannot get anywhere else. And 27, I know, I'm begging. I know, this is so sad. This is so sad. I'm going for the pity bids here. I'm going for the sympathy. I know, 9 years in, and apparently that was all I got. That's when my sales ability stopped. 9 years here at TVON. Oh, I've reached the cutoff point. Can't sell anything anymore. How about this? I believe I can because I'm that little train that can. Can. That's exactly it. 27, 26, let's go $2,500 to start. Does that make it better? We were already losing money on the mounting at $3,000 to open, and I didn't get it. So now we're going $2,500, and I'm going to give it 60 seconds. And we may just sell it in 60 seconds if we get that open because I've spent enough time on it where we should be getting tens of thousands, and we're not. So this is the deal. Did we turn the maybe into a yes? Did we turn it into a yes? Oh, I hope so. $2,500 we've got. I've got the open at 25. No need for that clock. Except, wait a minute. I might just turn around the 60-second clock. I don't need it. We got the open at 25, right? We've got it. Okay, just double checking. Whew. I was about to have to do something else here. I don't know. 25, we've got it. I'll tell you what, change the gold color, get your size. Let's give it a 60-second clock. I mean, I'm doing it. We're giving away jewelry. Welcome in. I'm renaming the show. We're the Jewelry Giveaway Network, JGN. No, we're not. We're just really giving it away right now. And this may go on for the next hour and 19 minutes if you stay with me, because it's going to be real wild. And boy, oh boy, those people that say, I don't need to watch the live show, I'll catch up later. They're not getting this. They're not getting it on the auction. We've got the open. And it's at 25, and I'm only asking for $10 little teeny tiny little increments. So let's do this. $10 on the increment, 2-minute clock, and we sell it. We say bye-bye. That will be gone. The best moonstone, in my humble opinion, that we've had. A stone that may actually weigh 375, but looks more than double that. And you've got, we do have 25, but only one bidder. That's it, one. How amazing is that? No competition. I told you, listen, I can get a sense within like an hour. So, we're not going to have a lot of competition. That's your green light. Get in right now. Let's go for it. 2,500, there's your fight. Is it a 1-minute clock? Ooh, boy, did I? Oh, okay. I think we should give it 2 probably because that's customary because there's a big delay. So 2-minute clock we'll give it, and you get the matching moonstone clock there. And yes, it's a really fabulous look. I would keep it in the white gold. I don't see a reason in the world to change it out. I say leave it there. Enjoy it. Get your size. Tell me what size you need. Do you need a 10.5? Do you need a 4 3/4? I don't care what you need. I know we're going to make it happen for you so it is perfect and proper and sent out to you, and you're wearing it in a couple days, and we got like 95 seconds now to get you in if you want to compete here, and it's last call. I know. We're leaving it up to you and your very capable hands, giving you one of the very, very best. And this is stunning. Stunning. And we got it at 25, looking for 25, 10 or more. And a carat 42 in diamonds. Where are you getting that in solid 14 karat gold? Well, you got to give me an A for effort. I mean, woo! I'm just like, this is like getting me excited here. And I'll tell you, you can't, listen, I've never tried acting. I live in the capital of actors. Every single person I see and work with every day that I live around, everyone's in the entertainment, everyone acts. I could make a lot more money acting, except I can't do it. I'm excited because this is one of those amazing, amazing deals. I just only know how to be myself. I know, it's sad. So I'm stuck here in the home shopping business. I can only get excited about what I'm excited about. And this is amazing. And I'll tell you right now, there is no way. We are the manufacturer. We have the factory. I think maybe we need to take our cameras in. Do we dare even touch these cameras? They'd probably just, I don't know. They're so archaic. I don't think we could do it. We should take our cameras into our factory. We should take you on a tour. I keep telling you we need to do that. We need to show you. This manufacturing facility is like 30 feet away. This is where we make the jewelry. I can't make it for $2,500, not the mounting. So free moonstone, excellent value on the mounting. We got 4 seconds left. I ate up some of the clock there by just talking to you about this is a moment. Anybody else want to go? Do we have 2510? Yes or no? Sold. Clock's out. Bye. It's gone. See ya. Oh. Am I done? Oh. Okay. No, I'm not. I have an hour and 15 minutes. All right. So let's show you this one. You know, I told you there's like a $2 million pink diamond look. Well, here it is. I know that I asked them to rhodium it, and I did, and they did it, and it's great, but now it's got something behind it. So I'm not sure, because it's morganite, there's no inclusions, and I don't know what is behind it, but it looks like it got something behind it, so forgive. It's gonna be a little, I don't know, those little specks, I don't know what those are. I'm gonna try to clean it. I've got some solutions up here, but you know, it's morganite, it's clean. So here we go with 9640. So I know that's a lot to ask, but please. Please trust in me on that. So here we are with a private collection morganite. Now, it is also very important because here's our Asher. We don't see a lot of Asher cuts. We'll see an emerald cut here and there, but I've got the 201 pure pink. I'm calling this pure pink because it is pure pink. This is not a pinky version. It's not leaning a little more pink than it is orange or peach or brown. It is a pure pink. And it's also a 201 with 23 points in, oh my gosh, princess cuts. Now what's the difference? Because we get a lot of confusion about that. Everyone sees a square and they go, Asher or princess? Remember, Asher cut has step faceting. So boom, 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 step faceting. Think of like an emerald cut, but in a square shape. A princess cut is a little different because a princess cut also square. 4 great side angles, all even in their size. The difference is a princess cut has liveliness. It's like a round brilliant. They figured out finally, and it wasn't all that long ago, relatively speaking, they figured out a way to put the brilliance of a round into a square. And that, as an end result, is a principessa cut or a princess cut, okay? So you've got the 201, the 23 points in the diamonds. That means that 11.5 points each on those diamonds. So they're nice, big, juicy white diamonds in the princess cuts and in a two-tone mounting. Stays as is because the rose gold is gonna perfectly match the pink of the morganite. So you got the pink morganite, you got the big diamonds, white and rose together. Let's take a look at it. And yep, it looks like those important rings we see in the store windows. Yes, you look like you have something to say. Hi, Robert in San Jose. Wonderful. Hello back to you. Thank you so much for being with me tonight. I love that area, by the way. I love that area. I love your airport. It's a much better way to go about it than the other ones that are up there. So I do. I love your area. I haven't been in a minute, so it's time to get back up to the bay. But thank you, Robert, so much, and thank you. Here's 9640. So our 201. This is our private collection, and it's pure pinks, and then those princess cuts. So all really, again, the 3-stone style that, as I was saying, we see in really every major boutique, and I'm talking the big names. The really big names, the really big, you know, out front in the windows with the really important stones in the middle, not always diamonds either. Your color, you're more important of color. This is how they're set. This is how they're set. 3-stone style keeps it classic. And then you can always look at this on. Oh, how pretty. It does have a pink diamond look about it. No doubt about it. That is the color of a pink diamond, where when I've never had a 2-carat pink diamond, but I have had 2 over 1 carat, and they were hundreds of thousands of dollars right here. So as I said, if you got a 2-carat pink diamond, it's millions. It's millions if it's natural. That's what this gives you. And, you know, in light of the fact that I don't have a lot of people here, and I'm not one of them, and I think that we're all together in this, we're probably not just going out every day and spending $2 million on one ring. This is the solution while still getting a natural and rare stone. I'm talking like it's some synthetic version look-alike. It's not. It's a look-alike to a pink diamond, but that makes an important statement because morganite is not usually this color. It may be aptly called the pink beryl in relation to the green beryls that are emerald, or the blue beryls that are aquas, or the different beryls that are out there. Of course, red beryls as well, rarest stone considered in the world. But when you're getting the pinks, because this is not a morganite traditional color, and morganites are very pricey. They're very, very pricey. They are an exotic. They are not just everywhere. They are typically a light, we talk about like a blushy nude, kind of like what you would see, almost like, again, they're kind of like a peachy blush nude, very light, very little color typically. That is not what we're looking at, which is why it's been hanging out in the private collection. And that's because everywhere you go and look at morganites, they do not look like this. They do not have that pure pink color. And we got to send it out here in a hurry. And I know I've got this $44.99 price tag that goes along with it, stays as is. That's going to be the rose gold and the white gold, and also lovely. And we're going to make it really, really, really affordable with those very important diamonds. Those are no longer just accents when you've got 11.5 points there in each princess cut, and they're still VS. And we'll take it even lower than $44.99. Shall we auction it? I don't know. That didn't go so well. I got the moonstone. We got it started though, so I'll take that. We got it started, we got it sold, but it didn't get the traction I thought. So here's what I'll do instead. Instead of even starting at 3,000 or even 2, I'm going to blow it out right now. And like, can you imagine what would happen right now if I started an auction at, let's say, like $1,500? We get some action. I'm just going to reward those that are quick and not even ask for $1,500 straight away out the door. That's not an auction. I'm going to just price it because I'm going to go for it. We got 10 minutes left till our last hour of our Thursday. Let's make it better than $14.99 even. Let's go lower. This is a wild moment. I know we don't do a lot of 3 stones. I'm trying. I've been loving to do a few more of them lately. I designed a piece the other day. It was a 3 stone, and it was a really pretty Tanzanite. It had some really big oval diamonds next to it. Now we're doing the 3 stone again, but this time with the purest and best of the morganite world, and it's not even 14, it's not even $13.99. Remember what I tell you about a band is $2 grand. I've been mentioning that. It's something I will harp on, of course, until it's not true. Because soon, before you know it, I'm probably going to say, and it won't rhyme, but it'll be $2,500 for a band. Or it'll be $3,000 for a band. And you're going to say, what happened to $2 grand per band? That's the way gold's going. And you can't fight the gold. And no matter who's in your corner, like we are, it's going to be real tough to get around gold pricing, especially as it climbs. The experts are saying $6,500 in 2026. Oof, I don't know. We better go find some vacuums. Let's go find those vacuums to sell, and you'll be seeing me in my 6-inch heels, and I'll be making those. Yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be entertaining. Talk about going viral. But that's how do you make fine jewelry at a price tag we're going to love? We're here for values. Let's do this better than $13.99. My mom would like it though. She'd be like, "Wow, I've never seen that before. That's really cool." That my daughter's back. I mean, it would be a sight. Let's do better than $13.99. Even better. Do you want the pink morganite that looks like the actual twin to the best pink diamond you could ever find? I'll tell you what. I'll make it even better. Make it $12.99. And it's in a gold band that's supposed to be $2 grand. But then you got all the big stones. So why is it going less than $2,000? It should be going, oh yeah, $44.99. But here it is for only $12.99 instead. That is cool. That's how you shop. That's how we do it. And that'll be 60 seconds, Tony. Then we got to move. I've got my top of the hour. Do I have a top of the hour special? Oh, yeah, I do. What's coming up at 7 o'clock Pacific time? It's my 828 that I ran out of time last night. For my 9-year anniversary party, we all wanted to see the 828. But then we got some requests. And then we got a few more requests and a few more requests and a few more. So we didn't have time. So the 828 that is promised it's my big, my passion project is coming out in 8 minutes from right now. So a special Thursday night. And it's a shame because I don't think we have as many viewers now as we did last night. Last night, everybody was here. We all partied. And we had a blast. We're going to keep the values going. And we will do that coming up at the top of the hour. 8 minutes away, who's going to take the morganite with the princess cuts? Anybody thinking about that? Anybody at all? Do you want it? Are you thinking about it? We got 15 seconds left to go, and it's got to go. And I know it just needs a nice little steam clean bath. It needs just a spa day. That's what it needs, a little spa day. I wonder what happens in a spa day. I'm not one for the spa. Like I do the grooming and I do the hair and the nails, but I'm not one for like massages and all that. I don't do that. I don't do that. Facials, massage. I don't do any of that. Just self-care. Jason, who is that? Are they shopping or are they just looking for something in particular? Avis. She's shopping tonight? Wonderful. Hi, Avis. Where was she calling from? Did you say N-E? M-E. Wow. Do you know? That's a tricky one. Do you know it? You don't? You sure? Okay. Way other side, like the way far away. Doesn't help. Tiny state. Doesn't help. Avis, thank you so much. We've got $12.99 on this one. I think we're getting ready for the Tanzanite. Although, you know what's funny? I don't think we ever heard from Lydia. She had asked for some sphines, and my understanding she wanted a big one. I do actually have this new, look at this. Woo-wee. Wait till you see that in focus. There's a color change sphene that's also new here tonight. And then I have a blue sapphire closeout. And the blue sapphire closeout is now because we only have a few minutes till the Tanzanite comes out to play. So let's show you our best in blues here. And this is going to be quick. We have a couple of minutes here, but I've got really outstanding bright blue sapphires. And look at that. There's one. It's really tough to get these blues in bigger sizes. That's always the challenge. I know it's one of those stones everyone goes, oh, it's common because we've heard of it. But they're not common when it comes to bigger sizes in these colors. And look at how we're showing you different options because, again, I've been touching on the fact that we all have different preferences. We all have different taste. And so we're going to show you different, not only mountings, but different colors and different sizes within the mix here to give you some really good opportunities. Let's move that one up front. And then, because, you know, it's just like when we took the school pictures in grade school, right? We took the school pictures and, you know, I was always in the back because, you know, the taller ones are in the back and then, you know, the more petite are in the front. So we're going to do that here with the way we set these up. Here are our sapphires, and that's going to be all going to be platinum. We're going to give a quick deal on all of the four, and we're going to do something really wild here. We've got all bigger stones. Actually, there's one that goes and exceeds over 2 carats, and you're probably knowing automatically what that is. Sure enough, it's right here on the left. That's our 201. And then they go from there. We've got the 172 right back here in the center rear. And then we go to the 168, which is going to be in the front here. And then also in that more almost star-like floral, that's a carat 32. But with that, you get a little bit brighter open color. So personal preference thing, they're all still really in that vein of really good quality sapphires. So here's what we have. Little blowout on the blues. All sapphires though. So I like to think of it as sapphires on fire when it comes to the great pricing because it's like our fire sale on sapphires. They're really tremendous stones and all set in platinum. So they will stay in the platinum. We can size them for you as well, but it really is a nice way. It was funny, I was looking at these, all the bags have $49.99 or more. So I always start with the lowest common denominator so we can get familiar. But a $5,000 price tag or better was what, and where these started. Now doesn't matter. It's all about the blowout. So we just take them down to the lowest price they can ever and will ever be. And that's really the beauty of it. So we got 4 minutes till the Tanzanite comes out to play. So if you want to go more purple blue, hang on for the 828 round. If you want to go true blues, you start here. And we're not asking for 49 or 39 or 29.99, even just to make this quick. And again, 2 carats or less, but they're all in that upper echelon of big sizes in sapphire, and they're not going to be even $19.99. All set in platinum with diamonds. I'll go through the diamond weights as well because we went through the carat weights. We'll start with the big one here. The 201 has also a diamond weight of 48 points. Then we go to the next size down. That is the carat 72. That's going to have 49 points. The next size down is right up front. That's going to be, of course, that's the carat 68. It's going to have 22 points in the rounds and the baguettes. And then over here, that bright open color, that is a 132 sapphire with 37 points in diamonds. And any one you'd like, not 19. Oh no, these are set to go. There's only one way that this can go about tonight and expect for pieces to go out. And to be a true blowout, that means you gotta see the value and respond. And that's where, again, this becomes so important because they're not even 19 or 18 or even $17.99. You're talking about a price on solid platinum mountings that the mountings have to be quite large. They have to be large if they're going to set and hold a bigger sapphire, and that's what they do. So they're actually better than even 17. We're going to go even lower than that. First caller's 1777. We have 2 minutes with that wheel, and then our top of the hour begins. And it's our last hour of our Thursday. So here we go. $1,777 for your choice of. It is a matter of just say front, back, left, right, whatever you want. We can try them on and give you all the details. But they are incredibly important. We still have speen to come. We'll give you an affordable speen option. We've got a really good look. We have the sapphires. I mean, 1777. Where on earth you see something like that? Even in a platinum band, you know you're spending more than 1777. I know we're all in for rude awakenings to head out to the retail world. I tell you, I think our season, our holiday season here in late November, early December, I think it's going to be really one of our boldest and best, because you're going to be out there seeing what everyone else is doing in fine jewelry, and you're going to say, let me go see if TVON can help me. And we can, and we do. So here we go at 1777 for any one of those. Thank you so much. Sounds like the center, the classic. This one is maybe gone. Let me just go ahead and show it to you on the hand here. That would be 8851. And that is going to be that remarkable, beautiful, that's the carat 68. That's got the 22 points in diamonds. Thank you very much. And look at how blue it is even from a distance away. That is sold. Well done. 8851 on that one. Now, I'll tell you, if we just needed, we're looking at the 2 carat here. We're looking at the big carat 72. This is the color I know so many people look for because it doesn't exist often in the world. I would say the center and the right side. If you want that bright open color as much as possible, you're going with either of those quite clearly here. I mean, that's what's fun about seeing them together, is you're really able to say, I know exactly what I'm getting. You're not waiting for a comparison with something else. You've got it right there. So it's a great way to go. Let me know if you like any of those 3. I mean, this one's got to go. That's that cashmere-like velvety color we see. Still a big size. Got a water spot right there on the corner, so let me get that off. And then 1777, we got about 30 seconds to go, and then we're going to bring you something that really is going to feel like the anniversary party continued here. It's going to be a lot of fun. Are you verifying? Okay, so we're verifying on the big one. The 2 carat 01 may be gone as well. So that's the 201 in platinum. That's item number 7937. That'll have 48 points in diamonds. Also the baguettes and rounds, which 2 of the 3 have, and then of course we'll see that on the hand as well. But that is the largest way to go, and it is remarkable to get a sapphire that exceeds that 2 carat mark. So you've got that here, and we'll try it on the hand for you. Sure enough, there it is. There's the 201 on the hand, just for a last look there before we get rolling with that top of the hour in our 828 in the round. Yes, you got it. Right side going on the hand. Here it is. You kind of knew that was a matter of time until that goes. Wanted to show you the profile. Here's what it looks like. That's going to be 1127100, and that is our 132 stone. Bright, beautiful. It's very velvety. It's a bright royal blue, but it's also got that velvety richness to it. Diamond weight is 37 points on this one, and we'll come in real close and look at just this one on its own here to see what that's all about. And that is item number 7100. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Thursday. Glad you're with us. So glad you're here today. This is going to be our final hour, as it is 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. It's the final hour of our weeknight shows on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday nights. It means that we got a show with you tomorrow night as well. I'm thinking back, I'm reminiscing a bit to our fantastic party we had last night. They threw me a little anniversary party, and I got to choose all the amazing pieces. We had my bestseller, my designs here, everything. There was one piece, though, that was maybe the highlight of the show that I didn't even get to show you. And it was simply because you were so demanding with the requests, and thank you for those, by the way. And thank you, everybody who celebrated with me last night, who shopped with me last night. 9 years here at TVON as your host. It's really, it is something I'm quite proud of, and that's a long time to be at one place. So proud of that, and really glad that we can have these values. But this was actually my baby. This is the one that I've really had been planning for quite some time, actually, for that show. So kind of ironic we didn't get a chance, but just means we get to bring the party into our Thursday night as well. So here we are looking at a very important 8 carat 28 is our Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserve. This is one that I chose. They'd asked, of course, remember it was 2018. I started in 2016, but then it was a whole 2 years later that we got the Blue Wings for the first time. Our private collection through the miner himself was here and only here, and I got to sit down on a Tuesday when we haven't had shows historically on Tuesday here. And so what I did was I came in on Tuesday unsuspecting, didn't know what was going on, and came in. This was right before the holiday. I mean, it was just about to be Christmas time. It was actually, I believe it was December 18th of 2018. So a pretty memorable date. And this was when the Blue Wing Block Ds were actually unveiled. And it wasn't long after we started to bring them to the show and make them into incredible jewelry pieces. And at the time, in December of 2018, I was able to select a few stones that were considered my favorites. You know, I've been in business a long time. I've looked at a lot of gems. So it was such a thrill to see this collection being the best variety of Tanzanite. Yes, you can spend more, and you will, on lower quality material everywhere else you go. What we're so proud of is the ability to bring not just a great quality, but the literal best to you and then bring you the incredible value. But this is what I had fun with. So this has been basically on reserve as a loose stone for me in my collection for a long, long time. I started thinking about this anniversary party that we held last night several months ago. It was back in the summertime, and I was starting to prepare some of the ideas and some of the great pricing and all of that. And this was something that I wanted to finally take out of the vault and design something specially around this stone. And I'm really proud of the way it turned out. Part of the appeal here is that it's a round stone. That's, of course, extremely, extremely rare to get in the blue wing block Ds. The color is just, well, I was joking last night as I flashed it a few times, which is why some of you know about it, is because I flashed it a few times and everybody, I was mentioning, I think the neon was so bright that it could, I think if it's on your screen for more than a few minutes, it could like, you know, burn an image in your TV. Those are, of course, the old TVs. Modern ones don't do that anymore. But remember in the day, old, like, projection style TVs, I think it was, if you left something on too long, like the bug would be completely just seared into your television. This is where, again, the color is just very bright. It's very bold, it's very neon. Then I decided to step it up a little bit. We've done, oh gosh, I've had tens of thousands of Tanzanites, tens of thousands of blue wing block Ds that have sold in the last few years here. So I thought, well, how can we make this one different? I mean, there's only so many things you can do. I mean, besides like, you know, throw in a little cute golden retriever puppy with it. I mean, how do you make something more exciting and more beloved and more unique and special? I decided this one needed pink diamonds. So we went big, we went bold. We went with the big centers. These were actually on reserve for some center diamonds. They were actually meant to be center diamonds, meaning the pinks here on the sides, were supposed to be center stones and rings. And instead added them to the sides of this incredible blue wing block D. It's item number 112961. Let me know if you have any questions about what you've seen for the last 2 hours. Some of it's here. But this is what I've been waiting for. The entire night leading up to this moment to finally unveil and show you the masterpiece that is. And I know so many of you have 1, 2, or 50. I know. There's a lot of you that said, my collection is complete. I'm good. This is one of those, and I'm just trying to notice a little water spot, so I'm just giving a little polish. But you know what, Tony? I will try it on now. Let's do that. Y'all saw it from a distance. Let me tell you about the carat weights. There's a 12-point pink diamond total weight. That may not sound like a lot, and it's not a lot if it's white diamonds. But when you get a 6-point round and a 6-point round and a natural pink, that's big. That's why they were set aside for center stones. Then adding another 48 points in the white diamonds that go all around it. It's keeping it classic. It's adding the halo, but the halo basically turns right into the band. So you get the diamond side to side as well. We're going to go up close. I know there have been, and forgive me, I always take precedence on requests. I know there were a lot of you that were waiting patiently for this to come out last night. It never made it, besides a flash here and there. And so thank you for your patience. But requests, we got bombarded with requests for our last hour last night, 24 hours ago, had to get those in. But here's what we're going to do. And you're getting an even better value tonight because Mama got to make up for some last time tonight. Got 54 minutes. Last night we were cooking. We were like really jamming the whole night through. Big anniversary party tonight. I got to tell you, I got to make this a lot more affordable than it ever would have been last night. So it's actually paid off because you're going to save a bunch of money because I'll show it to you. I'm going to show it to you. I'm as transparent as it gets. Look at this. I'm not just talking about like my skin tone. It's very pale. But look at that. That's $11,999. You think I'm going to get that? That's a big price drop already from where it could be. But I've learned a few things in this business. I've learned a few things tonight. That's not going to work. And you're here for a bigger, better value, and you're going to get it. It's not going to be, I might just put it, you know what, let's skip the auction. Skip it. I just need you to call me if you love it. Like I said before, I can't convince you to love it. It doesn't matter. You shouldn't spend $1 on something you don't love. But if you love it, and there's a price tag you're proud of, that makes it work. So instead of $11,999, no, it's got this pronounced basket to hold that stone. So that's why it leans a little bit on the air, because it's a little different setting than what we normally do, because it's also housing one of the biggest stones we've ever had. And I'm going to make this quick work here. And my goal, and what I've succeeded in doing, I must say, is giving you the best values in Tanzanite worldwide for the last many years. I mean, the block Ds we've always had. I started here in 2016. It was November 5th, 2016. We had a couple years of just block Ds. And then it was 2018 where the blue wing block Ds. I know other people have block Ds. I've been selling block Ds for as long as I've been in the business. And so block D is not what makes it exciting. It's this, the two words, blue wing, that separates from the other block Ds that you might find elsewhere. That's the big difference. That's the big deal. And here's what I'm going to do for the price tag. We're going to take it on down below $10,000. I need a caller, and that's it. We just need to blow it out. Stays as is. We just need to know your ring size. It goes right out to you. This is remarkable. It is going to be, because as I've been saying with the 2018 debut, the price tags have been pretty incredible, to where again, I can't expect to get a bigger price tag today because we've all gotten very used to seeing these big values. So here's what I will offer for you tonight. Come on over and let's take a look at what I can do here. Instead of $10,000 or $99.99, bigger value, one person gets it. I'm proud of the way it turned out, so proud. I must say, I'm willing to put my signature inside of it if you want, but nobody cares. It's really just about the design and the quality of the stone. It really is about that unique double. I can't not get over the fact we're seeing two very substantial pink diamonds in rounds, which they rarely are unless they're little bitty accents. We're going to do better than 99, and I don't know about you because we're all watching on different TVs, but I know mine's the worst because my television monitor here in studio goes back decades. Yours is probably better, which means you're seeing this searing red come through, and you know if you're seeing that on TV, get ready to be blown away. Absolutely mesmerized when you see this in person. Because no matter what we do, and I know we're not fancy around here. The only thing that fancy is me. We're not that fancy. It's just me and the jewelry. The rest of the stuff is not fancy. Because again, we believe in passing along value to you. When you see production value, you know what building a set costs? You know what 18 people in studio who are stage managers and producers and line producers and everything, that costs money. If that'd be lovely, be a nice luxury, it'd be like everywhere else I've worked in TV. But that's not the thing. Then how are we going to give you value if we got all these people we paying? So they just say, deal with it, Lolo. Go ahead. This is what's important. I'd rather do all this extra stuff so that we can give you value. And now you've asked me to take a value that's better than what I've had historically here in all these years of selling Blue Wing. When you know you've seen it, you've owned them, you've got them, this is the ultimate collectible. And if you're ready to get, because maybe you're like me and you're going, every single one that I see sells out, I don't get the one I want, here's how you do it. And we're in the final call on all of our Blue Wings because they're museum reserve, and there are museums who really need them because they have gem exhibits that, guess what? If they get a Tanzanite from anywhere else, can they legitimately say they have the best? No. We pay good money to go look at things in museums because it's the best. And there's one in particular that is on first in line, we'll say. I was going to say they're on like a wait list, but they're first in line. They get top priority because they're probably the most well-known museum in the world. They've been in the headlines of the news nonstop because of what's going on. So needless to say, they need great Tanzanites because what was taken from the museum, really valuable gems. And I can honestly say, as beautiful as those were, I don't think there was anything as beautiful as what is promised if it doesn't go tonight. So we have an option. We can get it to you, or we can get it to them, and we can send it to France, or we can just give it to one of you guys, and I would rather, honestly, you see it. It'd be lovely to say a piece that I helped design was in a museum, but you know what? It's more important you get the value, so let's not even leave that to any kind of possibility that it stays. We're not going to do 99 or 89 or 79, 69 or 59 because you need better value, and I'm here to provide it because that's all there is to it. I give you the values. It's not going to be even 59. Below it out. We're going to take it down to $4,999, and that's how we do it. $49.99 on an 828. But there's more to it than that. Please don't just say, oh, I'm going to figure out the per carat. It's much more than just an 828 round. It's got a lot more going on than that. There is more happening than 49 and divided by 828. I got really important pink. So the other day I brought some oval diamonds to put around a Tanzanite. I designed a ring. We didn't have the diamonds here at TVON, so I said, no problem. I'll pick them up when I'm downtown. Downtown's where our wholesale district is. We're in Los Angeles. So I'm there every day, pretty much except Sunday. So I literally go and bought 2 big oval diamonds to throw into a ring here. So we could have something we'd never had before. And those diamonds cost $2,000 a piece, and those were substantial. But here's the thing. Pink diamonds are so much more valuable. These diamonds cost $2,000 a piece, actually a little bit more. So there's about $4,000 worth in pink diamonds. When to say I'm giving you a discount is an understatement. And I don't see anybody who's loving it $49.99. And I know we have people pounding down the door last night for this ring. Proud we get to show it tonight, ready to give you a value that's even better than $49. Take it even lower because I can't have this one stay. We're going to do a spin after this. We've only got about 45 minutes left to go together tonight. We've got a spin coming up. We've got a beautiful stone. We've got a great looking fire opal. We've got pieces we don't usually see at price points we've never seen. And actually, I said I was going to do an auction, but I'm already below cost. We have a system here. When your order is input, it's input by an operator who's tapping into a system on the computer. The system won't allow us to go under cost unless there's the auction button. So when I need to go severely under cost, we need to actually do that via the auction because otherwise we can't input your order into the system. So essentially can't do it. It's an impossibility. So what I'm going to do right now is switch gears. We're going back up. We're going to go lower than $49.99, but we're going to need to implement the auction to do it. So how about better than even $4,900? Because that's just a weird place to start. So what if we just round it down and go to $4,500, therefore saving you $500 extra and a $10 increment, which is only relevant if we get the open in the first place, and we're looking for 45. So come on over and take a look. There's our big round with the reds all the way through. This is the one to own. And just a splash of pink diamonds, which even if you are a collector already of blue wing block days, yours does not have big pink diamonds. I know that because I've stood here and sold every blue wing block D we've had. And I have never had one with 6-point individual round brilliant pink diamonds. And we don't have 45. So let's go even lower because I refuse to put, well, I normally would say put it back in a vault. We have these massive, like you walk in, they're like what you'd find in like a restaurant, like a big restaurant where they have these industrial side freezers that you walk into. That's what our safes look like. Except instead of meat, they're filled with jewelry. And so instead of putting this one back in a vault tonight, it goes on a plane tomorrow to, I'll just say it, France. And you can figure out the rest. And here's what I'm going to do because I'm really set on this one going to one of you, and I know somebody's out there who's got to like the ring. It's sometimes you go, well, it's an ugly ring, you know? Sorry. Sometimes they exist. What can I say? Being honest with you, I only know one way. Sometimes it's a ring problem. Sometimes it's a design. Sometimes it's the quality of the stone. Other times it's not that. It may just be the value. So I know with this one, that's a really good looking stone. If you were getting it just for the stone, I'd say you got a value. Here's what I'm going to do instead of 45 or 44 or 43. It costs money to put it on a plane. Because, you know, unlike kids, it can't go by itself unsupervised. It needs to go with high security. It needs to go with personnel who are trained security professionals who are adept at handling really valuable pieces and who can make the actual, you know, what do you call it, the transfer from, you know, human to human where you make sure it ensures it gets to its destination safely. So that's all expensive to do. I'm looking at this as I'm going to have to rationalize this with some bosses here as like, hey, we saved on the security fee of getting it on a plane. I haven't looked into I don't get a chance to go to France very often because, you know, where are you going to go? How are you going to get there? And basically turn around and come back. Am I still going to be here by Wednesday night on my weekend? So I don't get a chance to go to France, but I'm going to guess that right now that plane ticket from Los Angeles to France is probably not cheap. So, well, I'm going to look at this as an investment, and if I can save you that money, if we don't have to put it on a plane with heavy security and all that and can save the airfare, then I say let's put that savings into the ring for you and let's get it down below 43 or 42 or 41. I'll start at $4,000 even, Steven, and we're going to go ahead and blow it out. And that's going to be how you shop the best Tanzanite we've got. And let's see if we got it started. $4,000 to open. Unbelievable. And no, I mean, listen, this is crazy good. And don't even worry about the increments because it don't matter. But I have got, now when I say was 49, that was my desperation price tag. It's gotten more desperate. It's gotten a whole lot more desperate. Oh, and by the way, if you want to ignore the diamonds, if you want to ignore the $2,800 in gold, if you don't think that there's, let's pretend for a minute. Let's hypothetically say, let's just do some math here. Let's hypothetically say that we're going to not think about the diamonds, okay? let's do this math here, Tony, because I'm about to do math, and you know that gets scary. So might as well just expose myself on live TV. If I do the math on this stone at $4,000, we're going to do this. Pretending, let's assume, let's go hypothetical here. Let's pretend I'm taking the gold away. Let's pretend that I'm going to take the diamonds away. Sure, there's great 48. Let's pretend I'm going to take the pink diamonds away. Let's pretend all that's gone. All of that is done and gone, okay? $4,000, follow along, divided by, that's an 8 carat 28 right now. This is why I hope no one's watching right now. I am almost like secretly inside, maybe hoping you don't call on this, because that is $483 per carat on the stone if there's nothing else happening there. Nothing else happening. That's $483 and 9 cents. PC per carat. If I was an attorney right now, I'd say, Your Honor, I rest my case. I wasn't smart enough to do that. Also didn't want to stay in school any longer than 4 years. That was enough. I'd had enough collegiate time. So yes, I was going to give it 60 seconds, but we may have the open. Do we have the open? Let me go check. Take a look at the ring, please. 480, that is wrong. That is really wrong. That is really a problem. That is problematic. This is nuts. What's that? We've got the open. We got it. This wouldn't have happened last night. It was supposed to be on my show, my big 9-year anniversary party show last night. I'm kind of really digging that it didn't make it. Because this would, and can you imagine, I would never have had to blow it out for even, are you kidding? Last night, I'm telling you this because I was here, you know? Had I had this up last night at $49.99, there would have been fights. This is just a function of, is it a great value? It's a value. This isn't the problem here. The problem is viewership. Because again, all you need is great jewelry and viewership. The rest happens itself. This, I mean, last night we had everybody here. It was a big party. Everyone was selling. That would have been so, there would have been so many fights at $49.99 because you know it's a value. But when you have a smaller audience and it's just a more quiet night, this is why this is happening. It's why I even had to go from here to here. It's why I even thought about going from here to here. And now you've got a fort. Now we have the open, so it is going. So look, just for the record, we saved the France plane fare. And for the private security that would need to escort the stone to the museum. That's all, that's money saved. So I don't want to hear a thing about getting it less than $12,000 for it, because I am saving you $8,000. I am saving you $8,000. What can you do with $8,000? You just saved $8,000. Now, if you shop it, if you pick up the phone, dial that number and bid, you can save $8,000. Now, the next bid would be $10. So you would still save $7,990 off of where it should be if you're the next minimum bid up. And you can own it. Don't think you can't. Don't think, well, how do I do this? Or what's the buyer's premium? Or do I have to pay a membership fee? Or do I have to subscribe to something to shop there? Is it like where, I know everywhere I shop, some of you go to those big club stores, you have to pay a fee. I assume it's annual. You pay an annual fee just to get the savings. Okay, so you can get a deal on your donuts. Great, but you're paying a fee to shop there. I know someplace I love to shop for luxury goods. I pay a monthly fee just for the privilege to shop there. So again, this is not a fee. There is no buyer's premium. There's no tax that you pay unless you live in California. If you live where we live, then okay, you have to pay tax, and that's a governor issue, so take it up with Newsom. This is where most of you do not live in California, so that's just a numbers thing. So you're good. You don't pay any tax, which I know would be an additional $400 here in LA County. So you don't pay the tax. You're not paying anything for the sizing or the shipping or anything, and that all costs money, and I am paying it for you. So you got the big value of $480 a carat on the stone, free diamonds, free gold, free this, free that, free pinks, free white, and it's $4,000. I'm going to give it 2 minutes because it's going. And we've got that leader right now. Now it's $10 increments, so don't be shy. And wait a minute, one more thing. You have a money back guarantee, the MBG. You got the money back guarantee, so if you get this at home and you don't absolutely, if it doesn't send you like no other piece of jewelry has, send it on back to me. Put my name on the package. Say, I want Lolo to see I sent this back because I'll buy it, okay? I'll buy it. That is a gorgeous piece. Take a look at it, $4,000. Let's give it 2 minutes. Yeah. I will. Let's try it on. Let's try this thing on. Let's try it on. Can't imagine anyone not being absolutely astonished by both the beauty, the rarity, the collectability of this there gemstone. This there gemstone. That is amazing. That is amazing. And we got like 100 seconds left to get you in. So it's time to pick up the phone and start dialing 626-626-8700. And boy, I hate when people say the phone number. It's my pet peeve. It's up there. It never leaves us. It's always there. But I got to tell you, I was just calculating how long that'll take. It takes about 10 seconds to type it in. So go for it. Go for it. I will not steer you wrong. I cannot and I will not. And this is something I put a lot of love and time into to make sure that it can be something different from the other tens of thousands of blue wing block Ds I have sold in the past 7 years. Coming up on a 7-year anniversary, if you will. December 18th would be the 7-year anniversary. That's a ring. And look, it's not oversized. It's a big stone. It's great mounting, but it's not oversized. I got a large hand, but it ain't taking up my whole finger. It's going to be full range of movement, everything you want it to be. 40 seconds remaining to go. No choice on the gold color. It's got a little rose, and it's got the mostly white gold. So you leave it as is. We size it for you. It's really a pretty simple mounting to size, luckily. No big deal there. Great basket beneath it that just sets it up just to accommodate the depth of the stone. We have our 24 seconds. And again, the worst thing you can do is just say, maybe. Because it doesn't come back. We have the open. It's not, even if it were to like go on loan to the museum and come back 8 years from now, okay. But come on. That's not going to happen because we have the open in the auction, so we're not sending it to the museum, which I think is great. I like that one of my TVON family members is getting it instead tonight. Do we have 4,010? Yes or no? This is not one to wait on. There is no better way to get a Tanzanite. 4,010? Yes or no? Got it? Sold. Bye-bye. It's time for our Sphinx. I promised it, and we're running out of time. We got 35 minutes left tonight. Thank you so much. Enjoy it. Look at this, though. This is fun. A Sphinx that changes color. Look at that. Watch what we're going to do with 9643. 9643. Amazing, isn't it? What a piece. So stunning. That is amazing. And it's a carat 03. So we're still getting you over a carat. Got plenty of designs left. If you want to just ask about anything you've seen earlier in the show, please do so. We can recap it, give you all the deets. Here comes our Madagascar carat 03 radiant cut Sphinx. Let me see. It says radiant, but I don't see the radiant cutting. Is it there? Nope. It's an emerald cut. Emerald cut. 103, it is. Diamond double halo, 51 points there. Gotta love it. And a big value, double halo. You choose your gold color, please. It's in yellow now. Honestly, you got white rhodium under the diamonds. You're automatically getting two-tone gold. But this is quite important here and outstanding. Now, it's also, I had the big Sphinx we brought out for a requester. She never called. So here's what we're going to find out. We're going to find out, because those are like the big money stones anyways, over 10 grand. I think most of us are looking for something under 10 grand. So here we go with what I'm going to show you first on the hand so you can get a sense of the size, and then we'll show it to you. There it is. Look at that. Gorgeous stone, isn't it? That is something special. See, when you see it move, that's when you get to really appreciate the beauty of this stone. The dispersion of the stone that gives you a higher dispersion than even that of, yes, you could have a D flawless diamond, flawless, speaking to the clarity. Your diamonds that are flawless are not going to have the ability to sparkle as much as this stone. And you get the added bonus of a phenomenal gem which changes color, so that's impressive. We have the white, the yellow with the rose gold option. Once again, free sizing, free gold color change, free shipping. It's every day. I know that gets so blah, doesn't it? See, I never lose the appreciation for free shipping. Probably because I watch us spend thousands of dollars every day to ship things to you. So I look at that as that's thousands of dollars more that we saved you all at home. Is that free shipping opportunity is and it's every day, all the things we do, all the time. Really want to keep that going for you. So I'm a big advocate for that. So here's what we're going to offer. We've got the Sphene. You know, we're going to keep the auction going because it gives me a chance to get things a lot lower than they ever should be. Even tonight, when we got the great deals, I'm supposed to get, it's $39.99. It's right here. I'll show it to you. We're going to get you a better value via the auction. We got to get people in here in our last 32 minutes left tonight. So again, requests are welcome. Get those in as well. What'd you take over there, Andy? Here we go. It's not $39.99. It's not. We're going to go even lower. Come on down. It's not going to be I got to do the auction because this gets me away from all these prices we should get. Oh, and by the way, I was going to show you. There it is. So there we go. Boom. There's the ring. There's the price. Yeah, you get it. We're going to do even better for you than $39.99 or $3,000 to start. It's going significantly less. Come on in. This is the moment to get your color change Sphene. And I got to say, I've had a bunch. They always go. Kind of know what it takes to get them gone. Going to do a lot better because that's the thing. It's such an exotic. It doesn't get down to a tiny price very often. So I look at this as an opportunity. That's what I see here. I see a big opportunity, a big moment, a big wow factor. If we can do it, better than $3, better than $25, better than $2,000. It is time to send this. And there we go. This is the moment. If you have any questions about anything you've seen tonight, we got a few recaps to do, but you can always call in first so that we don't recap it and show it to everyone else because you probably don't want someone else taking your ring. But this will not be $2,000 to get it started either. And remember, there's the $2,000 for the band. There it is, $2,000 for the band right there. I'm going a lot lower, and look at that. That's what you see. When you look at that face up, you see it looks like instead of like flashes, like think of like a firework. Instead, this looks like a bunch of lasers all put together. Somehow, some way, they're all lining up. Beautifully done. Really cool look here. We're going to take it even lower than 2019, 18, 17. I got you a price that right now is better than the band. And that makes sense when it's a free Sphene. Only thing better than clean, green, mean, color change Sphene is a free Sphene. We love a free Sphene. And it's not going to be 17. You can be the Sphene fiend if you want to. I'm going to make it better than 17, 16. Let's go to 1,500 because there's a price point we don't see attached to this stone ever. So 1,500 and a $10 increment, keeping that going. The party continues. We still have a yellow diamond bypass, couple of Tanzanite pendants, a turquoise, and one more moonstone because, well, I showed it, but we had the big cushion cut go. I'll show you the Asher cut in case you missed it because I know a lot of you are tardy to the party on a Thursday. I know, and I don't know why, but probably because it's just such an early start. So I get that. So here we are. Jason, how are you doing? You doing well? You feeling a little bit better? Yeah? Oh, okay. I thought you were you had a little something going on, a little bit, like a little cold, something. Yeah, a little something. Okay. You know, I got to check on my people here. All right, so no open on that one. We move. Maybe we'll do a little recap here. We got the turquoise. I do want to recap the moonstone because I know that there's probably somebody who said, I loved that 375, but maybe it was just a little too big for me. Here's an Asher cut that we did see earlier in the first hour. It's 96.23. I got real excited about it, so I showed it too early. But sometimes that happens. So here's what I've got for you. It's the 2.5 carat Asher cut. It has the 35 points in the classic halo, and that is going to be one only. It was item number 9, 6, 2, and 3, and that's going to be our 2.5 carat. Now, this is also one of the most affordable that we've ever had in the moonstone, but still giving you that nice big size and, of course, a gorgeous color. Oh, no, it's colors. Every color you can think of or imagine is all there. 35 points is the diamond weight. Looks like more. The great basket. Nothing too high up off the hand or pronounced, but a really gorgeous facet pattern. That's really the difference maker. It's top quality moonstone, but it's also got the fancy faceting like we would see with other colored gems, not a cabochon. And that's really what's making this visual difference. And it's only $1,399 for the Asher cut. Let me know if you like it because there is only one. Then we'll recap the turquoise as well, which started our show. And then Dawn, she probably got a glimpse of this last night. I flashed it because I got to pick out every single piece in the collection for my 9-year party. And my favorite emerald we've ever had. And you know, I felt like everything was a little meaningful and timely. And so I had my wheel of exotic pinks, and I had my, my favorite stone Paraíba, and I had my favorite design, my links and all that. This is my favorite emerald we've ever done. And apparently Dawn said, well, you never actually talked about a price. And there was a reason. It was because I didn't want to scare people. But it's 1110713. This is an incredibly important GRS certified emerald. It is not for the faint of heart. It is going to be probably a for show only. Like, just again, this has been here for years. You can tell by the item number. It's been here just about as long as I have. So you do get a carat 57 of yellow diamonds. Those are natural yellow diamonds that are completely matched in bigger pear shapes all the way around. So it's a really elevated way to do a halo. Then we have a full GRS report. This is on the gemstone itself, so I will show this to you. It's the Gem Research Swiss Lab, otherwise known as the GRS. This is our gemstone grading report for the emerald itself, which you can see was done back in 18. And then you've got this really amazing emerald, that beautiful photograph, sealed, of course, so there's like tamper proof. And then you've got the 373. Yeah, 373. Almost square, pretty much 9.3 by 9.5. We call that a square. It's a step cut, so the Asher, if you will, and insignificant on any enhancements, which in a stone this size, rare. Because sometimes you see these oiled stones and whatnot and things like that that are very common with emerald, but the comment here is that that is insignificant as far as any kind of treating or clarity or enhancing mechanisms. This is going to be also a Colombian origin. I got to tell you, what this is a bifold cert, so I just flipped it around. It's all sealed in this kind of a laminated sleeve. This is the gemologist who did your report, and then this is really important. They make a whole page just dedicated to the origin, which is Colombia. So that's important, and that's coming with the purchase of the ring. We then set it with these incredible yellow diamonds, and well, it's one for the ages here. It's extraordinary. It's in yellow gold, which is also 18K. Why? Because it had to match. The yellow diamonds are so bright and saturated, we had to use 18 karat gold, otherwise the gold would have looked faint in comparison to these bright, bold yellows. Look at it on the hand, because a 375 is going to look, or 373 rather, is going to look, and this one barely fits me, so bear with me here. It's a little bit smaller size than I wear, but I definitely want to show you on the ring finger. Look at that. Gorgeous, glowing emerald. Of course, you'll see insignificant inclusions, but nothing from a distance away, and that's proving it. Nothing but the glow, the best of the glow there. This is Colombian at its best, my all-time favorite. We recently had an 8 carat that sold. I got to tell you, the 8 carat was a couple shades lighter than this one, still gorgeous, but it was lighter. This is that bright, vibrant as can be emerald out of the Muzo mine in Colombia. So here we go, another look at it up close. $49,999. I'm going to skip all that. I had a special markdown just for the anniversary show, which of course I will carry through today's show as well, because, well, once it comes down in price, it's against my principle to move it back up, even if it's deserving and completely warranted. This is going less than 49. Half of that is 25,000. That is a value. I know this is going to be a little bit more than what you typically see me sell jewelry for here. This is the highest rung of what we do. It is the highest level. It is the emerald that, being my birthstone, I've studied this from an age long before I was in the jewelry business and paid to talk about jewelry. I've studied this stone from the moment I learned what my birthstone was. And so it's something I'm very passionate about, well informed about, and we all know that emeralds usually fail miserably on a factor of color and clarity. Most emeralds that are considered affordable look like river rocks with green moss growing on top of them. They're opaque green rocks that have no glow, no shine, no real depth of color outside of a real deep, dark bottle green. This is as top end as it gets, that has price tags that are usually about 50,000 a carat. So when I say 49,000 is a value, that's based on the fact that the emerald per carat should be that much or more per carat. Well, 50,000 times nearly 4, we all know what that is, 200 grand. So I'm already basically at 10% of. We're doing better than 20,000. This is a first-time offering. This has never been offered below $19,999. Today, it's not a little savings. It's a lot of savings. Eventually, everything must go, this piece included. It's lovely to keep it in a vault. I love being able to show it to you. I love bringing it out, but I do not want to see this on my 10-year anniversary show. I want to get it out the door tonight. Here's how we do it. another $5,000 back to you. It's $14,999. $14,999 for that emerald with the yellow. And I didn't count them in a while. So what do we have? 3, 3, 3, and 3, and then the corners. So 12 plus 4, yeah. You got basically 10 pointers. They're almost 10 points apiece on the yellows. They're natural yellows. And that is an accessory to the 18 karat gold and the main event, which is the 373 Colombian right there. Outstanding. And that is a joy. Was that Dawn that you were talking to? A little more than what she was thinking, right? Yeah, it's just, again, I don't bring you too many 4 karat stones. When we had a bigger stone the other day, it was, you know, it was 20 grand. And so this is quite the value, especially with the yellow diamonds. So that's something to think about. We have the recap on the turquoise that we started the show with here. Just about 20 minutes left. If you have anything you want to request, it's a good time to do it. Please do that. I do want to show you this amazing Asher cut diaspore while we're hanging out in the museum together. Thought we'd show you this major diaspore. It's 9037. Take a look at this. This is the diaspore. Well, it's going from green to blue to pink, all in one little movement. Green to blue to pink. It's pretty amazing. It's a pretty cool stone. Asher cut, over 16 carats, yellow diamonds on the side. And given that we're staying in the museum, but look, I cannot do $15,000 because we expect pieces to go. So let's make this even better for you. Just a fun piece to highlight, isn't it? Stays in yellow gold, 14 karat. Let's make sure it goes. Make sure it goes. Those yellow diamonds are nearly 20 points apiece on the sides. Gives you that 3-stone style we love. Woo, look at that. I can't get over these colors. And step faceting is one thing. Asher cut is another. Squared off, same length as it is side to side. It is amazing. And all that dazzle that's happening up close, well, somehow it's even more impressive when you see it from a distance away. Look at that. And it's already previewing, everything lights up at the same time too. The east-west and the north-south facets, they'll light up at the same time. It just has a glow. And this one is going to be, tell you what, let's blow it out right now. $49.99. You can say that one's way bigger than the emerald. Obviously, it's beat by another 12 carats. So you got another 12 carats plus in gem. It's one source. It's phenomenal. This is doing something emeralds cannot do, which is change color. There actually are cat's eye emeralds, but this is something that is a rare phenomenon, rarer than even cat's eyes, rarer than asterisms. We'll go back up close, take a look at it. $49.99 with the yellow diamonds on the sides. I thought we'd end the show with a fire opal. I'm going to do something special on that turquoise, bring that back, get that out the door. But of course, it's last call on the show. What would you like to see? And we'll do some recaps, but I also still have something new waiting in the wings, which is our fabulous fire opal. So we'll see that coming up, which actually wasn't even scheduled for tonight. And I brought it out a little early for you. So $49.99 on the Asher cut in the diaspora, fully color changing and one source stone, all for $49.99. Now that's a big value. Here we go. Turquoise recap, then our fire opal. Here's what I'm going to do here. This is the turquoise. It's the big Sleeping Beauty, 3 karat 30 in the size. Item number 7989. Fabulous last call on this one. We are last call on our show. We have 19 minutes left. Thursday night, celebrating, keeping the party going. Thank you for being here. But we have last call. This is when everybody should be asking about those pieces from earlier that you might still be thinking about or considering. Get them now, but this is much better. 330, 10 points in diamonds, white gold only. It's $9.99. And the big fire opal, a stunner, is coming out. And I have had so many people lately asking for fire opals. You're not looking for the big ones. You're looking for the great wearable medium sizes. I've got one coming up for you. We will do a few more recaps if you need them. Had some big door knocker style diamond earrings with 265 in diamonds earlier. They're still available. Have the Asher cut moonstone. I'm kind of perplexed as to why the pink zircon, not the big round, but the cushion cut square, it's still here as well. So let me show you that one. This is also $9.99. Look at that. That is $9.99. So is the, somewhere there's a sapphire right here. Let me just show you what's $9.99 from the show because it's rare. I can't expect to have anything leave or stay here at $9.99. Going forward, that's going to be absolutely impossible. I mean, it's true. It's absolutely true. To see 3 options here tonight, in solid gold, not platinum, because platinum's way less expensive. I mean, platinum is way less expensive than gold is. So it's actually, you know, people need to stop saying that platinum is the most expensive metal when it's clearly not. It's not. There was a time years ago when it was. Gold is let's see, about 2,000. I think I haven't looked at platinum pricing today, but it's about $2,000 more per ounce. So I wouldn't, you know, again, please, you know, trust your source. Because I don't like when people say platinum is the most valuable metal. It is not, in no way, shape, or form. It's not even close. So there is no contest. It's like people are saying sterling silver is the most precious metal. It's all gone up, yes, but it's not more precious than gold. Gold is the king, far and above the rest in value. So again, I know, we love to believe everything we hear on TV, but some of the things that people see on TV are far from the truth, and we have the internet to help us and guide us. So everything up here is $9.99. We got about 16 and a half minutes left in our Thursday night show. Thank you again. If you have any questions about what you've seen in the last several hours, please let me know. Happy to help bring it out because it's always worth seeing it again. That makes the decision easier, but let's give this at least 60 seconds here for the last three at $9.99. All one of a kinds. That is a pink zircon $339 on the left with the diamond curb link. We have the Sleeping Beauty $330 in the center with the ribbon-like design in gold, and then we have a Sapphire in a halo design, ballerina-style Sapphire on the right side with 52 points in diamonds. Yes, you got it. Turquoise is gone. Thank you. That's 7989, and I'll try it on one more time for you. And we'll be down to our final few at $9.99. There's the turquoise. Thank you so much. Back to our zircon and our Sapphire. We'll get them comfortable and close to each other here again. And those are $9.99 a piece. So great way to go there on two exotic stones, and the pink zircon is fabulous. That is a 3 carat 39. Lovely. Also have the fire opals coming up. Now the fire opal is very important. We don't see a lot of fire opal, especially of this size. We're going to see one in another 3-stone style. So really keeping it very simple and elegant, very classic. And we'll come in closer there so we can get a good look at that zircon and that Sapphire. Let's sell them out, $9.99. Also, by the way, you're getting your choice of gold color on the zircon. The Sapphire is going to stay in the white gold. That is Sapphire garnet. It's a really rare stone in its own right. Maybe if you don't want to deal with the inclusions of an emerald, I always recommend going with a bright green Sapphire, but they're no easier to find. Sometimes it's easier to find a clean emerald than it is to find a Sapphire that has the perfect bright color. So that one's got our 50-point Sapphire with 52 points in diamonds in the halo. That one stays in white. The zircon on the left is going to be our 339 cushion cut pink zircon, 27 points in diamonds. And that is going to be one that is your choice of gold color. So you get to choose the white, the yellow, or the rose. Great news there. So $9.99 for your choice of. Let's move on. The grand finale is the fire opal. Now, we'll still have time for a couple requests because, you know, those come in at the end of the show inevitably. Let's talk a little bit about this new fire opal, which is 9642. Let me know. Sapphire or pink zircon, they got to go. And then here's the new, oh, look at this. Really the brightest. Are you sick of fire opals looking like dingy, hazy, yellow muck? If you are, welcome to TVON's fire opal here, which is, yep, distinctively different. Item number here is 9642. It is our fire opal out of Mexico. It is a 1 carat 49, which is going to look double. It's going to look like a 3 carat all day. Less dense on the opals, they all are. This one has 15 points, only among 2 bigger diamonds. So very impressive. Go ahead, Jason. How can I help you? The morganite from earlier? Sure. I don't know if this is for who got it or if it did go. I thought it did, but I'm not sure. Let's take a look. Here's the 201 morganite. There's the 2 carat 01. We had an Asher cut morganite earlier tonight. There it is. This is really more like the look of a pink diamond. It really is. It's 201 pink morganite, precious morganite there. It's got the princess cut diamonds that are 23 points on the sides. That is total. So an 11 and a half and 11 and a half. And there's your Asher cut pink. That was down to $12.99, by the way. So $12.99, and it's in rose and white. Rose gold setting for the center, white gold the rest of the way, band and diamond setting, and that's $12.99. So just a quick little flash there. And that's quite a stone there, isn't it? Beautiful color there, and there it is on the hand. We'll go back to our fire opal, which is going to be the next 3-stone style to go. White, yellow, or rose. You got good news. You're going to change your gold color on this one as you deem worthy of your collection. Whatever it is you like the best, you get to choose there. And that is a fabulous style. Look at the glow. Of course, opals have different varieties. There's crystal opals, there's black opals, there's pink opals that are opaque. There's all kinds of opals. And within that, limitless selections and color varieties thereof. The fire opal is aptly named, but just like the burning embers of a fire or just like the different colors of a flame, the hotter it is, well, the color changes. And it's actually, again, we see different colors in a flame, no different than you see different colors. Now, there's no blue fire opals, but they are different, usually mostly yellows. They're a dingy, hazy type of yellow. I have never found them attractive. I do not think they're cute because there's something that looks a little bit weird about them. Then there's the opposite. It's amazing how much difference you can see between qualities of opal, in fire opal specifically, because the yellows are dingy. They're a little dingy, cringy, I call them. This is really the ultimate high level, which looks more or less like a really bright ruby, except instead of being pure reds, it's not. We all know there's different colors of red. This is more of, think of it like an orangey red. Still got that flame-like quality, that burning flame kind of quality about it, where it's really kind of an orangey, even pinky red on some angles. You'll see it. It almost has a little bit of like a deep, beautiful fuchsia pink. So we've got the big diamonds on the side, 15 points there. Take a look at it all the way around. I mean, that is just a gorgeous color. And it makes a statement, and it's clean and bright and really has that nice spark to it. Here's what it looks like from a distance on the hand. And classic as can be, if you want to add a little something extra like a Wonder Ring, you can. I just am looking at this $33.99 price tag and wondering, since it is the last 10 minutes, since it is the last new item I get to show you, I've shown you literally everything. My counter, if you could see it, is clear. It's completely clear. There's nothing else up here. I've shown you every last item I had to show you today. So this is good timing, except we still have 10 minutes. This is not going to take 10 minutes because at $33.99, it'd take 10 minutes. It might take 10 years. I can't have jewelry sit here for 10 years. We are in the here and the now and the moment. And when you love something, you want it what? Now. You want it now. So I'm not going to have you wait for it to be discounted. I'm going to give you the discount on the sale price right now. $33, buy. $3,000, gone. $2,000, we're getting warmer. But like the flame itself, sometimes you want to get close, but you do not want to. I want you to reach out and feel this ring. This ring and the quality, the way we've done this, I mean, this is as classic as it gets. We talked a lot about 3 stones, and for years, we just didn't do them. And now they're here for you. The incredible 3-stone styles that we love, and this is not going to be $2,000. I got jewelry to move, and we're going to be doing recaps because, again, I've shown you everything else. So let's get the new out of here. And again, this wasn't even supposed to be here tonight. I moved it up. Take a look. It's not $2,000. It's not even $19,000. I'll blow it out for, you know what? Skip it. $1,777. Wait a minute. Even better. Hold on to that thought. But do not hold on to that price tag. We're going to go even lower than that. It is not going to be 17, 16, 15, 14. I got 9 minutes to go. Let's make this one go. It's got to. It's too good to stay here. Again, the quality is there. That's what we want to see. That's what we need to see. That's the fabulosity we love. And you know what? It's not even $14.99. It's not going to be $13.99. There's a band, $2 for the band, bye-bye. Not anymore. We're doing so much better than that. We're going to take it down even further than $13 or $12 or $11.99. I really want to send this out. We got 9 minutes to go. Let's make this the value of all fire opals. And for those that have looked at my 5 carat, my 7 carats, and these big $10,000 rings, and you said, whoa, that's too much. I need something wearable every day. Here's how you do it. And it's not even 11 or 10. I'll blow it out right now. We'll make it only $999. That's it. That is it. It's $999. Unbelievable for a ring like that. That is like a better than melt. And that's the way to go about it, guys. Get it while it's here. Let's see what our last call request is. Oh, does she want to? Now, I heard she wanted to see Speen. Is this the one she wants to see, or does she want to see the bigger ones?
She didn't specify.
Oh. Okay. Well, this is what we're going to do. We have a big round. Now, I don't know if did she see the emerald cut we brought like 2 minutes ago? Well, 5 to 10? I don't know, but this is the round. If you want a round, you go here. You go here. I might as well just flash what I already had for her because we have some really big ones here. But if you want a round, let me tell you, starting with the round, nothing can hold a candle to it. I think if you can get a round, you go there because here's my big emerald cut. Doesn't have the same flash, does it? We have an oval. It's not going to have the same wow factor. I'm 100% on board with the round. See that? Great big oval, 5 carat 67. This is the one you need to have. It's going to be the round. It's 8475. And again, I brought you one that was very affordable, but it was in emerald cut, so it didn't have quite the same fire to it. This is dispersion. So dispersion and rounds, it's a match made in heaven. We're going to do this one for a lot better than it's been. And you know, I don't know if she's seen the big round that I had last night. I brought up my favorite of all time, which was the 475. So I don't know if she's seen that because it's actually more affordable to get the bigger round if she likes a lot of diamond weight. Again, everyone's got a different preference. I'm happy to bring that out. We have time. It's the 475 round with even more diamonds. I'm just here from a value standpoint. The bigger round is less money, which should not be happening in any way, shape, or form. So I can bring out the 475 that I had last night if she was not here last night to see it. But this one is going to be, this one's down from $89.99, and we got a big value. It is the tapered baguettes, 67 points all the way around. It is a beautiful look. That's in 14 karat white gold. The stone is tough to top. It really is. And that one's going to be, you know what, I'll take it down right now to $4,999 as I try it on the hand. But if I don't know if she's seen it, but if she wants the 4 carat 75, we can go another step up in size with even more diamond weight and do it for less money, because I had a really special opportunity put together for you last night. So we did show it, but again, $49.99 for this one. I can bring out the larger one as well. I'm sure it's on the way because that really needs to be seen. It's about it's actually $220 less, and it's really, really good. So again, if you just prefer tapered baguettes, because I will say the 475 has round brilliance, this is the tapered baguettes. So if you like that almost clover style that's formed around it out of those really cool elongated stones, then this is the way to go. But if you'd like to go larger with your round, with the round brilliance, then I could show you the 475 that I had last night. So thank you for that request. And then also I'll remind you, we still have the emerald cut that's here that I showed you for, well, we tried an auction, we didn't get it. So if you'd like to inquire about the emerald cut that we had in the 1 carat size, that is still here. So that's something you can definitely call on. We can show that again for you as well. But there it is, $49.99 for that almost clover style. Yes. I sure can. The oval as well. Here you go, Kimberly. The oval is 7730. Very pretty mounting too. Really heavy gold. And this is what the oval looks like. And Joanne, can they bring out the 475, please? Because I really want to show that. Yeah, okay, good. I just want to make sure it's on the way because we have like 5 minutes left. So does me no good when I have no TV time to show you pieces, because it's a visual medium. And it's 7730. And here's our 567. Easy carat weight to remember. 567 consecutive numbers. And it's a carat 09 in diamonds. That is a big old oval. And that one, and I'll put them all together when we have the chance to, because this looks like how it will end our show, but this one's got a very detailed mounting, a lot of mill grain. The bigger, what almost look like princess cuts on the side, but they are all round brilliance, all bigger individual stones as well. It looks almost lacy, but like a heavy, really good detailed lace on the sides. The big halo around it, all bezel set stones. That's $59.99, but look at that. That's the biggest one you'll see up here. And then I'll show you the 475. Thank you. So you can see all three, because why not? You get a selection of, and they'll all be under $6,000. Here's that 475, which is my choice as far as just from a value standpoint, size and value together, and then here's the other round. So what we've got, and I'll walk you through them here because there's quite a difference here. That's our 567. Here is the 475, though, that you're seeing for the first time tonight. And then we have the 365. So again, 3 different options. The 2 on the sides, well, the round, you know, of course, we just went over the oval, which is going to be a $5,999 price tag. This is the best value. It just is, simply stated. That's the 475 stone, largest round we have, with a carat 32 in diamond weight. That's how I would go all day long. You can change the gold color on this one or the oval. This one has to stay in the white gold. That round on the left side of your screen is $47.77. So that makes even crazy, right? Because the 365 is $49.99. So you get more diamond weight by far, you get more gemstone weight here, and you pay less. So it goes from left to right, $47.77 on the left, $59.99 for the center oval, and only $49.99 for the round on the right side. And then for good measure, why don't we just put up, since we've got assorted details here, there's the emerald cut. That was here for, well, I tried to get an auction started. We left it. That'll be $14.99 for the last 3 minutes of the show. And I would expect that all skeins should probably go here, but it's a lot of variety as far as size, which is always lovely. Nice to see a lot of different sizes and styles that really hopefully appeal to everybody who's looking for a museum level stone, because they're all there. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the broadcast. I want to remind you that I'm back tomorrow night to do it again. We have the same time every evening on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Those are our evening shows, our nighttime shows. They're 7 to 10. I'm sorry, they're not 7 to 10. That's my old zone. That's how they used to be. It's still in my mind. It's 7 to 10. It's really 5 to 8. And that is going to be, of course, 7 to 10 on the Central Time Zone, and then of course, who knows, but 8 to 11 on the Eastern Coast. So make sure you keep that in mind. That's when we're here to celebrate tomorrow. For Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we have daytime shows 10 to 1 Pacific Time. That's 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So join me for all those shows. I look forward to it as we celebrate more in the best in values in shopping and jewelry and all that. If there's any questions you have on anything you've seen tonight, let me know. We'll help you out. We've got all the information you need, and it is a phone call away. Jason, how can I help you? What can we try on from that wheel? We've seen them all. We've got, again, $47.77 for the 475. This big 567 is only going to be the $59.99. That's the biggest of them all. Then we go to the round here, $49.99 for the 365 round, and this is our $14.99 emerald cut. Carat 03, double halo. So everything from $14.99 on up. You can go as affordable as $14.99, and then the biggest stone is going to be that $59.99, and then your side rounds are going to be under $5,000. So either way you'd like to go, we have our final 80 seconds left in our Thursday. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, for watching, for shopping, and for requesting as well. And these were all brought out based on requests. So isn't that exciting that we know there's some Spain lovers out there, both Lydia and Kimberly, and probably a few others as well that are fans of the Spain. Yes. You got it. Now that's the 4 carat 75 right here. Take a look. That round is going on the hand. Take a look at this. That is my selection for what is clearly just the best value. It's just the best value up there. It's a huge size. It's the round, which I think is a pretty powerful cut for this stone. That is item number 1129355. That's our 475 round. That's the best buy we've got. It's under $4,800. It's $47.77 for a 475 stone with a carat 32 in diamonds that completely go from one side of the hand to the other. You also have the choice of gold colors. You can choose it in the white like it is, or you can get the rose or the yellow. That is also up to you. So that's a beauty. That's where I would go if it were my money and I was choosing for my collection. That's how I would go right there. Thank you so much. Again, we'll see you tomorrow, 5 o'clock Pacific Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll kick off our 3-hour party known as Club TVON. So we'll see you for our Friday. Thank you so much. I'm Lauren Blair, your host of TVON. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.